Alright, alright, everybody relax. I'm here. I'm here. I had a busy day today and a busy day yesterday. And a busy day forever. Am I messing with a speed slider? No, I'm not. What's up, Maddie? Thank you for the wee sub. And also, Noda, thank you for the wee sub. And also, I believe today is Noda's birthday today. Noah, happy birthday today. Noah, EY, hello, welcome. I had to make up a last name for you. Mine was yesterday. And happy birthday to Wee Wee as well. I can't really speech impediment your name. Hey Wee Wee, how are you today? Oops. I freaking kinked my neck as well, guys. Guys, I kinked my neck as well. Hi. Okay. Here's what we're doing today. I am giving Riven one more chance. We are... Fly by me. I am going to stream Riven today. I'm going to try my best to do the puzzles and try my best to make progress. If we make 0 progress today, Riven is off the... It's off the game. It's off. No, it's not my birthday. It's Noah's birthday, and it's Riri's birthday. Yesterday. Happy birthday, everyone. Noda, you are now 29. I've decided. No, you're 28. Wait, you're 29. You're 29. And Riri, you are 29 tomorrow. What? Riri, you are... I think you're in your 30s. 30... I'm gonna go 34. I'm gonna go 34. Oh. 36. Well, happy 36th as well. I'll be 34 next month. All right, hold on. What year is that? 36. 80? No, 90. 1990. 80 is 46. Born in 1990. Same age as... Same year as Bo Burnham. That's the only person I know who's born in 1990, because he has it in the song lyric. I feel 49 lately. I have too much boomer gaming knowledge. You were born in 92. That's not so bad. 90, 92, not so bad. All right, guys. Guys, there are people in this chat. I'm just kidding. Guys, there's people in this chat born 85. Are you kidding me? No, I'm just kidding. You can be born whenever you want. Do we have any 85ers? I was born in... You were not born in fucking 2008. Fuck off. You're older than me. You're like 28, aren't you? Or 29? You're 28. Hold on. Maddie, you were born in the year 1996. No. 1998. Maddie, you were born in 1998. I will guess your ages right now. Wyatt, you were born in 2003. Turned 29 2 weeks ago. 97. Fuck. Love from Tel Aviv. Thank you, Benjamin. Welcome back in, Mr. Netanyahu. Big fans of your work. Love what you're doing. Please don't get mad at us. Please don't do anything. Please don't us if we ever make a joke about you, it's just a joke and we're just messing around and you don't have to kill us. So thank you, Mr. Benjamin. 97. That's the year that my sister was born. Wait. Maddie, you turned 29 2 weeks ago, so your birthday was... So Noda's birthday is 6 days before my sister's birthday. And you turned 29 2 weeks ago, which means you... April 20... Not April 28th. Can't be. Maddie, when's your birthday? It's not April 28th. It can't be. Big Yahoo. 26th? Alright, it's 2 days before Mia's birthday. Well, several years before Mia's birthday, but it's 2 days in the year before Mia's birthday. My neck hurts so bad, man. Why does Discord keep updating? Do you guys notice that? Do you guys notice that Discord, every time you open it nowadays, it's like, we have an update ready for you. Not the several. Well, Mia was born in 2001. That's 4 years. Can I send you a picture of my foot? Sure, I'm not going to open it, but you can send it. It's a free country. You can do whatever you want. ...2001. Were you born in 2001? Why did I think you were younger? I think you were only a few months younger than me. Because I was born in January of 2001. Speaking of 1997... You know what else was born in 1997? Riven. Is this not a hobbit foot? Alright, well I am going to open the message now. What have we got in the foot department here? That's a crazy foot, man. That's a crazy foot. That's a crazy foot. Yes, I accept the Zero Escape trilogy. Thank you very much. I can't believe I didn't accept it yet. I'm not going to show the foot on stream, but that's... You received a gift. You received a picture of a foot. I can't... Hold on, I have to Alt-Tab out. It's still open on my other monitor. So that's a hobbit foot. I think it's the toenail. The toenail is what hobbits it up. It's the toenail and the... hairs. Does Riven remember 9/11? No, but it watched the clips every year in school. Okay. Alright. Okay. So I've developed a new strategy. I was thinking about this... We're gonna go back to the start of the game. I was thinking about this when I was... when I was deliberating if I wanted to even play this game. I was like, okay, I am... Zero Escape after Myst and after Titanic. It's so funny that you want me to play Zero Escape after Titanic, because the one part of that game that I remember is that it's like, yeah, this is the like sister ship to the Titanic. It's the same ship, but it's not sunk yet. Okay, where am I going? Okay, we're gonna go here. Also, I'm really okay. I'm really stuck on if I want to stream that game though, because the voice acting is done without you. Like, I don't get to voice act. Maybe I could voice act. Even then, though, it's smiling so hard for acknowledging that I have hobbit feet. Dude, hop on Mixtape. What the fuck is Mixtape? I've been hearing this shit about Mixtape. What is Mixtape? Tell me about Mixtape. Alright, we turn the voices off. Maybe I could do it. It's just like a visual novel. It's like a visual novel with some choices. Okay, alright, we gotta lock in now. We gotta lock in. So, here's the strategy we're going for. Mixtape is What Remains of Edith Finch 2, set in the 90s. I fucking love What Remains of Edith Finch. Okay, I might have to play that then. Because I actually do fucking love that game. That game's sick as hell. Okay, so, but right now we're not going to talk about other video games. We're not going to talk about other Mystic Worlds. I need somebody to hit me in the head with a hammer so I can, this will feel better. We're going to talk about Riven. And only Riven. Okay? What we know with an absolute certainty is that there are those orbs that we learn about, and that those orbs have the little clicker things on them that have a certain distance to them. Okay? That's all we know, and we are going to start from scratch and look around for clues. Okay. You can really look down a lot of these cliffs. Right, that's the thing that locks it in a place so it can't go too low. Okay, we're gonna see if I can get anything out of this.
If you do not get this amazing new generation of Donkey Kong madness, you are stupid.
Also, how you doing, Gerber Bird? Good to see you. Oh, man, okay. So we're just fucking stargazing here. We're just fucking shoegazing here. A little shoegaze reference for you guys that were talking about shoegaze just now. I knew some dudes in high school who would only talk about shoegaze and math rock. It made me think that I did not want to be a musician. That's why I didn't do music for so long, because these dudes I knew were so annoying that I was like, alright, so music's not my game. I'll do something else, but not music. One time I casually mentioned that I like Billy Joel because I was in high school, and I was like, yeah, I enjoy Billy Joel's songs. I think he makes fun music. And they were like, well, he's not even that technically proficient at the piano. And I was like, okay, well, I like the sound of his... That's not the only thing he does. And they were like, well, in Piano Man, isn't the whole point that he's extremely good at piano? And I was like, no, it's just like a song about... It's like being a guy. There was another time that we had a band come into, fucking love Billy Joel. I was big into Billy Joel. I mean, I don't really listen to him anymore. I haven't listened to his new stuff. I'm just kidding. He doesn't come out with new stuff. Actually, he did come out with a new song recently, didn't he? Where he was like, this is what I used to sound like. This is what I sound like now. Anyway. No, they were just so fucking, like, frustrating and annoying. And, like... There was this music group, this local music group called Foreign Figures that, like, kind of made it big. They were, like, Mormon, Utah version of Imagine Dragons, which is hilarious because I'm pretty sure Imagine Dragons is also Mormon. But they were called Foreign Figures. And they are whatever. They're fine. But they're successful, okay? And after they played at our assembly, because they were like, oh, we're a Utah school, come please play at our assembly. You know, they came and they played. After they did that, those kids that I was talking about, those annoying fucking kids that were like friends of a friend to me, were like, they went up to the Foreign Figures band and they were like, so where did you actually go to music school? Where did you study music theory? And the guys were like, oh, we didn't go to music school or study music theory. We just kind of had a general, we had a good feel for it, and we just kind of make music based off of that. And the entire time after that at lunch, they just kept being like, can you believe those guys don't even know music theory? Those guys didn't even go to music school. And it's like, you understand that that's more impressive. You understand that this isn't the own you think it is. They are getting more success than you probably ever will, and they didn't do any of the work that you did. I don't even like them, but I was like, guys, this is not the own. This is annoying. They don't even know the... Okay, I guess they don't. You're right. We should let their fans know so they can stop listening to them. Now to think about it, when you were in school, that's when shoegaze got revived. So explains why they talked about it. When I was in school, it was Limp Bizkit, Korn, System of a Down, Pod, Creed, the good stuff. I don't think a single person, performative intellectuals, single person in the punk genre knew music theory, so what a stupid thing of them to say. I love when they hold up class with stupid questions they already know the answer to. Oh, that's awesome. It's the best. So, Professor? Yes. So, a song with major chords would probably sound happier than a song with minor chords. Yeah, theoretically, yes. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Professor? Professor? Playing all the notes at the same time on the piano wouldn't sound very good. Yeah, no, I guess it wouldn't. Okay, I'll write that down. Just kidding. I already had it in my notes. I already knew that. Not like Billy Joel playing all the notes on the keyboard at the same time. Fucking, it just pisses me off. It just always pissed me off. I was just like, shut up. You can't punch up and be like, those guys suck at music. And it's like, oh, I don't know, they're making more, they're doing better than you are. This impression you're doing sounds like you're doing a Mighty Boosh character. The Fish Temple. The Temple of Fish. Thank you for keeping me on track with your... I'm looking for any, like, semblance of lines. Sometimes you see these knives, and there's not really much you can do about it. The Fish. The Fish. We are now in the 3rd stream. Are you ready for we're not doing a... No. You don't understand. If I do not... If I make 0 progress in this game, we do not continue the game. I am not going to say, all right, let's look it up now officially so I can have it beaten. No. If I don't earn the beat, I don't beat it. If I don't know the puzzles, I don't beat the game. It's like in Ratatouille. If you knew music theory, you would have finished the game in the 1st stream. You know, Billy Joel can't even beat Riven. Why do you even like that guy? Remember the last thing you did? Yeah, we went to the prison world. That's probably true. It probably is true. Billy Joel probably can't beat Riven. It's so funny if we look it up later and we're like, Billy Joel, what inspired the song River of Dreams? And he's like, oh, it was actually when I got the ending of Riven. We're like, what the fuck? God, this guy knew what he was doing. Okay, we can't go in there. This is where they're like... Okay, alright, hold on. This is the intro book. This is the trap book. This is the one that gave us a bunch of information. And I kind of have to... I might have to just, like, scan this real quick to see. Because they mentioned those golden orbs. So let's see. Okay. We got Riven. Ruinese. Did you know David Bowie likes Myst? He mentioned it in his biopic. That means he probably beat Riven. I don't know, man. I don't know. Only like 2% of the world's population has beat Riven. I think less than that. I'm going to be fully honest. I think less than 2% of the world's population has beaten Riven. Think about 2% of the world's population. 2%. That's 15 million people. 14 to 15 million people did not beat Riven. I'm going to guess that 0.4% of people have beaten this game. No. Not even include... I think that 2% of people that own this game have beaten it. Everyone but you has finished it. Yeah, we all finished it. That's why I have so many viewers on the stream. They're like, oh, it's the last guy who hasn't beaten Riven. Why is he taking so long? It's like watching a stream of a baby learning the ABCs. That is our future. That is our dark, dark future, man. A baby learning how to walk, that's happening on stream. And people are spamming suggestions in the chat. Skill issue. Try balancing. Alright. We're watching a fish play Pokemon. You guys did watch a fish play Pokemon. Beat it when I was 7. Okay. Further conclusions. Stripped again. Yeah, okay. This is all lore. They mentioned the globes at one point. Yeah, she's like a god. Something about a mask. Swept over me in a matter of seconds, but in seconds more I was in the past. That's right. He split apart. Okay. About a half a mile apart, 4 of these have been claimed by Gen and his exclusive domain. Only his ministers and personal militia have ever been allowed to access them. From vantage point, these islands stripped of their former beauty. Okay, there is another island. Terrific distance. The moiety unclear. Fact that they just have a great tree. Forest also still prefers the dire oldest ribbon. This guy, Guy's influence, and then the map of the island. Of course, I feel nothing. I am nothing. Bravery expansion. No. Only. What's this shit? It's a guy holding one of the sacred knives. And there's that. Bear's already beat this game while you're at work. He's a speedrunner now. My friend's 1-year-old beat this last year. He's a fucking newborn. He beat it last year. I'm boiling, I am. Probably every other. This age has become factories. So far, he has not been able to produce a fully. Etru's man never believed in destiny. It's coincidence. They hang on every word. Though they don't understand. I understand. There isn't a chance. A long time since my last entry. It is hard to recognize what I have found. The fissure. Yeah, we have the fissure. And then you do that, and then you do that, and the age leaving. Having once allowed Atreus to escape the age, crude telescope viewport. I'm the early days. The moiety seeking an escape from Riven briefly pursued the idea of reopening the fissure portal window. I have heard that in the days immediately following Genza from the river, he attempted to determine the feasibility of navigating the stars beneath the fissure. For he had seen the mist book fall from Atreus' hands into the very same space. To this end, he would have people, alleged transgressors of the law, thrown into it so he could observe their fate. The telescope, which still stands there, is one he had built for those something experiments. For these probably callous experiments. Said they did not die. Starfield, NASA punk. This is the Atreus after falling into it. Where the fuck is the part where they mentioned the globes and the orbs? I felt the fissures. There must be sources behind it. I got to finish now. Something you need. Something. Vertically at the end of that, there's OAT fucking symbols. Representation of all representation. Face the symbol sacrilege regarding a sudden origins. I haven't told them that I wrote it into this age along with the other daggers. It's strange how much a young religion can be so unbending even to their own god. Okay, the enemy is they don't want to hear this from me. Perhaps I already read all this. Can I just play this in 2 times speed? but I have heard news of some of the villagers' beliefs regarding Gan. Okay. Gan is free. Gan has the ability to create working books. In fact, he had written one age before I arrived, but he's kept his accomplishment so well hidden only his closest ministers were aware until now. I'm not sure. Perhaps he has written others. Other news. A few years ago, before the Moiety were forced into hiding, one of them managed to steal what appeared to be the test book that Gan had intended to destroy. It had been partially written, but did not work. They didn't tell me about it until now because they thought it was useless. Back then, I was just Gan's books. Hilla's books. A complex series of domes. Okay, here we go. Back then, none of Gain's books worked, but instead of correcting the problem at its source, he blamed it on the impure wood of the Riven Forest and proceeded to engineer a cumbersome mechanical remedy, a complex series of domes to heal his books' inherent flaws. One of the consequences of this crude solution, however, was that the domes demanded huge amounts of energy, and the related problems delayed his success for quite some time. At last, however, he finished his work and was finally able to link to an age, but he kept his success extremely well hidden. However, for some reason, on another belligerent pride, or another, he has made modifications to the domes which made it obvious that he's using the domes to breathe life into his half-dead books. Perhaps as means to lure me into using the books in the domes, he can't believe that we would blindly swallow this suicidal this suicidal heat. Dude, see, okay. But he wouldn't know that we have one of his books, the stolen, burnt book. There is a possibility of, then you cross that out, have read burnt book, age it describes would be unsuitable as a new home for the moiety, must be modified. I will dream. I have requested to a group to solve combination that will open the domes. Once open, we can power the burnt book. I do not think Gan will interfere. He will leave the bait. Okay. So now you're trying to get people who can crack in. Have began writing the moiety's age. Now must acquire second book from Gan. There is tension. A strain. Get out of here, fly. Shoe, fly, shoe. You know? Shoe, fly, shoe. A strain blurs my vision and nightmares. Nella and Eddie stay close. I do not play very many board games and card games. Sometimes I do. Okay, so we've got like the crack in the fissure. We've got who's this guy? This robot dude. I saw him before. Is that what Gain looks like? Oh, fuck. Is that who you've drawn to represent Gain? Yeah, this dude right here. Okay. Much has happened. Almost everything is prepared. We have stolen another book, but I'm concerned Gan will miss it. We have also discovered the combinations for entering the domes, but we have not discovered the method for powering them. By powering our burnt book with Gain's domes, we will be able to link to this age, but we will only have access to the domes for a short of time before we are discovered. Therefore, we can only use the domes once. I must find another way to make the books work. The gateway images in Gen's books and our burnt book all seem to share the same sickness. If they are not powered, the images are black. It might be possible to clear the vision with only will write substance into the moiety age. All is ready. Now all I can do is wait for... Okay. from the Moatian... What? Okay, for word from the Moatian ask. Who are on the lookout for gain to power and use the domes. When he does that, we will have access to one of Gen's domes just long enough. After linking to the age which I've written, I only have to locate the book, window, substance, and refine or adapt it, laying this window over the gateway image should heal the books and make them work. This will allow me to use the second stolen book and return to Riven with more of the... How many... Okay, not many left. With more of the book windows, we will then no longer have to rely on Gain's clumsy domes. I laugh at these plans. I sound like Atreus. I'm risking my life, but I feel no fear, only anxiety. Perhaps it is the source of my nightmare. The fissure, like a great wound, is opened. It stains the riven soil with hood? With wood? I don't know. I hold the moiety knife. The voices grow so loud. For their part, the moiety have a complete faith that I will accomplish my task. Better in this fulfillment of their prophecy, but they are also fearful and tense. I don't know what they will think or do if I fail. It is done. It seems too good to be true. I feel like this is all still a dream. We have already evacuated all of the moiety into this new age. It is beautiful, and I am pleased at last that my people will live in safety and comfort. They stand under the bare sky, unafraid and dazzled by their freedom. They are happy. They have named it Tay. Tay. There's still much to be done. We are not protected yet. The only way to completely safeguard this place is to destroy the book which links to here from Riven. But I do not even know how to bring this up to the moiety. They will be extremely reluctant about destroying their only link to Riven. I share this hesitation. I would be cutting off my only connection, but for their sake, it must be done. I'm anxious to know if our activities have aroused Gen's suspicions. If so, we must act quickly. Even so, I feel that now we are impregnable. Tomorrow, I will return to Riven to see Gen's reaction for myself, but tonight I finally rest. Okay, so that actually doesn't fucking tell us a lot, except for whatever's going on here. Look, wait, hold on. That's the... I think we have the... We have this, and then I think this looks like it might be the little lines. Run a blue light filter over this. You can tell the guy was J-O-ing. I love J-O-ing, because what the fuck do you mean he was jack-offing? What is this? Oh my god, okay. Okay, well I guess let's go find one of the domes. That's the best bet we have right now. And there's a dome up in the upper levels of the forest. I feel like that's the first one we're supposed to find. Little bug, I'm sorry. I don't want to kill you. I'm sorry. But you're ridiculous, man. Okay. So this is an opened dome. And yeah, I don't know. I have no clue. Does it have something to do with this? I feel like we never figured out what this actually was. That opens it. Yeah, see, I don't understand why that opens it. Do it again. It's like right there. Yeah. But why is it right there? Also, you can just solve these by spamming it. Like, you can legitimately just do this. And then be like, oh, I got it. And I know that this is how I did it in the first place. So... I just don't understand. There's like a book window. Have we seen anything that indicates this at all? Maybe, okay, we were able to discover this forever ago. Maybe we're not supposed to do this yet. But it specifically talks about powering the domes. Let's go over here. There's that fucking fish. What is she doing? Can't click on these. she warming her hands by the fire? And then she leaves. Yeah, I have no... Like, what does that tell us? That doesn't tell us anything. Warming a Pop-Tart? Congratulations, Noda. We gotta find out the flavor to solve the puzzle. Oh, she was warming a Pop-Tart. Oh, I see. Like, alright, cool. It's warm now. Okay. I think this is the only other dome that we know of. At least I can think of. The only other dome is up here. Son of a bitch. And this one has like this weird off-kilter one where like can't actually see it for some reason. Like it's busted. It's a book. Yeah, there are books in the dome. If it's strawberry, you get the bad ending. I hope she was wanting a cherry one. Genuinely no clue. What, did we solve anything with this? I can't remember. Like, was there anything to be solved about this? What would we even do with this information? Like, what is there to do? I mean, there's a little cave right there. Is that something? There's a little cave. Let's maybe go where that little cave is. It's like right there, or is it right there? Bottom left? No, it's top left. Alright, the top left of that island has a cave or something. And let's see, this is Map Island, right? That's Big Island. So there's that one, which we take. So then that end. Can we look at the sun to determine a direction? Oh god, I just don't know. I just don't fucking know. Yeah, we already went in here. Okay, and this takes us to like the mansion island over here. And this, I believe there is nothing to do here. Like, there's nothing we can click on. Can't really zoom in on it. Which island is this? Is this the singular island? Is there some sort of... I think this is the singular island. Yeah, because there's Map Island. Wait. No. Is this? That's the singular island. So this big structure is on the... This is the, This is the minecart island. Let's go, hold on, let's go back to the minecart. I... Maybe onto something? Wait, sorry. If this is the minecart island, then that would mean... Well, fuck, I don't know which is the top left quadrant of the minecart island. I guess it'd be over here, this way, and that way. And over that, no, over that away, kinda, there is a cave, I think. Survival island. Do you guys remember your first fucking Minecraft world load? I actually didn't know it was procedurally generated, and I thought that was just the one that they loaded everybody into. And I was like, this is awesome. And then next time I went over to my cousin's house to play it again, I was like, can I load into the regular world instead of this new one? And no world ever felt as good as that first world. It was like, I like spawned in the water. And there was like a big island in front of me with a big mountain. My first Minecraft world was when Notch posted his server and I said, game sucks. Hello, bug. Okay, Jesus. This way. Okay, so on this island... Wait, look, yeah, you can see it. I think. Can I go up here? I think that mansion's over there. So if the mansion is there... Well, look, there's this whole walkway right here. It's not this. Well, we have to go to the frog machine, dude. Because look, there's like a walkway up there. Seemingly leading... Does this serve any other purpose, this area? I mean, there's this. Is there any way that we can power this down and go through here? Let's try that. Let's try powering this down. No, it's still going. Okay. do I shut off the fucking heat? Okay, turn the heat off there. Does that do anything up here? No, how do we power this down? There's like a power cable. The most useless view. What the fuck is this view? This makes me so mad, this one. And there's this. There must be a way through there or something. Because then you can go there and then get to that house. We just have to figure out how. Hold on. I can get back up. I can get over here, I think. You're telling me this guy can't just fucking, like, bulk up and just go walk over there? Fucking please, guy. Please. Why didn't he just fly the Eagles to Riven? It's there. But, like, where does it... Where does it go to? Where does it lead from? Real bird, by the way. They really filmed that. And, for sure, check that room again. The vent. Yeah, but how do I shut this down? It's a great bird. Yeah, I know. No. Okay, I'm gonna try that. I don't know. And you can go through this whole fucking rigmarole over here. Jump down here. Then you come out over here, and that's still going. Basically mastered navigating the game engine. I have my finger constantly hovering over the escape button. Okay, let's go power the frog machine up again. What does the boiling water even do? Like, what does the boiling water power? Do we know? Boils. That's a good point. So where does this runoff go? Where does this come from? There's like this big device, but that's the drainage that you go through and then go up and then do all that. This is what powers it. There's gotta be a way to power off that fan. This will, for some reason, create a frog. This is a new frog animation. That was a fun one. No, you can't do this. That shit always gets me. What, the fucking frog? Okay. Water dumps out of here. That doesn't really mean anything to us. This is just a way that you have to, like, do it. I think the only thing you do with the water boiling, as far as I can tell, it drains into there. It, like, pulls water from the lake here. And then what does it do exactly? Now, it would make sense from a puzzle perspective that what you'd want to do is that you'd have to, you know, go through that whole rigmarole to get the shortcut and then power it up again in order to do something. Because if it was powered up again, you know, then that would mean that, there we go. Hey, what's up, freaking Dusty? What's up, Dusty? How you doing? Because it was powered up again, and it's like, okay, now you can't go through it again, but now you can go through this, and theoretically, oh, now this works, or whatever. But no, nothing changes here. That's me, Gunther Wolfgang. That's me, in the flesh. And that sucks up water. But I don't think that the fan in here has anything to do with it. Oops. Close the doors. Can I close the doors inside? That'd be kind of fun. Ooh, spooky. It's even spookier in here now. Oh, this isn't what's powered right now. Oh! 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 There's passageways! There's passageways! There's passageways! Behind the door! I thought these were just little, like, oh, look! Oh my god, okay, let's go down first. Guys, progress! Progress! Everybody, progress! Oh my god, another node. Another dome. I had to go in the fucking building and close the fucking doors? God damn it. Whatever. It's done. It's done. It's done. Hey, I solved it. I solved it. Look, okay, here's how it works. I went like this, I tried to go back in, I actually closed it like that, I went, ooh, what if I could close them inside? That'd be kind of fun. And then I've... Oh my god. Oh, we can go this way. Okay, holy shit. Holy shit. This is big. This is big. Okay. Oh my god. Unseen screens. Okay, that's still locked. Oh, we can do this! Hold on. Fuck, I have to power these. Wait. Okay, I have to power these, but that's okay. Yeah, it's with those fucking pipes down there. I have to go do that again. Gotta pay attention to paths you can see but haven't accessed, I guess. How would I... Okay, it looks like this cord that powers the... What the... Wait, does that... Hold on. Oh! Oh! We are in the vents, people. Oh, where are we? Oh, we're in the house. Whose house is this? Oh my god. We're doing it now. Is that one? That's one. 87-728. Last week, while monitoring the situation of the villagers from the scope in my survey room, I observed one of the natives swim out to a small object that appeared to be floating, but anchored, near the entrance to the bay. I ordered the object removed from the water for inspection. You fucker. I ordered, several days later, however, I was surprised to see another floating there. The missing object had apparently and quite mysteriously been replaced with a new one overnight. I've long been aware of the existence of similar artifacts on the villager's island, but have paid them little notice until now. Tomorrow I shall send surveyors to catalog the others. This is where... so he took this. Okay. Oh my god. This is the clue. That's why I was going insane with the first puzzle. What this is telling us, hey, next to the first village, or next to the entrance of the village, we found this. And then when you go next to the entrance of the village, or you look at the scopes again, you'll see the fish shadow. I just happened to get lucky that it was number 1. Holy hell. Holy hell. What's this book? Okay, that was a really bad transition. (82-13). The latest ink formulation has proven a failure. Even when writing in my most promising books, I obtain only the barest glimmer of a connection. It is frustrating to expend so much effort creating a blank book, only to end up... Sorry, I have stuff on the crap on the corners of my mouth. Only to end up destroying it when it doesn't work. There are days when the lab is uncomfortably warm from the flames of failed attempts. The further I refine each element, the formulations of the inks and papers, the physical dimensions of the books, the more I realize that the list of potential combinations is nearly infinite. It is during moments like these that I despair. Without access to Denis, my long-term goals... Reverse Hitler stat. It just doesn't grow there. I can't get it to grow there at all. It's genetics. I guess I'm just so anti-racist. Ow, my fucking neck, dude. Okay. It's during moments like these that I despair. Without access to Denis, my long-term goals may never be accomplished. Nevertheless, there are avenues of research which remain to be explored. Oh my god, how long? Oh god, we are gonna be here. Okay, alright. Well, this is gonna explain the domes at least, but goddamn, we're gonna be here a while. Okay. Hold on, let me explore before I read this. Let me look around in this house. Oh my God, this motherfucker created the frog machine. You better have an explanation in that book that I'm gonna read. What are these? It's got frogs. Got frogs here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Shortcut. Shortcut. Big shortcut. Okay. That's a big shortcut right there. Ooh, a burned book. Oh, so we can power this with one of his domes. No, wait. It's just in there. What does that do? What are these blue orbs? Okay. Let's just... I love that he... I love that he has made a vent that goes straight from his frog spawning room and just dumps the air from his frog spawning room and cave into his small house. Hey man, your house smells like frogs all the time. Oh yeah, I don't know why. We're gonna call the HVAC guy about that. Not sure what's going on there. Okay. I am discontinuing regular up. Let me cozy up real quick. We're gonna be here a minute. We are gonna be here a minute. I am discontinuing regular observations of the stars beneath the fissure. Although I've been able to track the dark cloud-like formations that migrate through the star field and have proven that their paths are cyclical, without proper instrumentation it is pointless to continue. My general theory concerning the nature of the fissure has remained unaltered since it first appeared. It seems that the fabric of this age has been breached in a way that permits matter to be hospitably exchanged between two discrete but overlapping spaces. Getting DP and soda. Dr. Pepper and soda? I mean, it's your birthday. You can do whatever the hell you want. Frosby. Me Luke. Thank you.
Who said that? Don't do the voice.
Thank you very much. Welcome on in. Thank you for the fucking... Thanks for the 67 months. Thanks for the 67 months, man. Thanks for the 67 months. Good to see you, Sydney. Come on in. Glad to have you. We made progress in Riven. We're thrilled. Yeah, Dusty's here today. We got Dusty in the chat. Dusty, how are you doing, by the way? I didn't even say, how are you doing? I just said, hi, Dusty. I probably said, how you doing? How are you doing? The crab meat. All right. Okay, I really don't understand what the fuck he's saying. I might have to drop the Stewie Griffin. You did ask, but I didn't want to rant about myself when you were puzzling, or at all. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Glad to hear you're doing good, is what I'll say. I gotta bring that. No, I'm not gonna bring that down. I'll rise back up. You guys can see me relaxed in my chair. It's fine. My general theory concerning the nature of the fissure has remained unaltered since it first appeared. It seems that the fabric of this age has been breached in a way that permits matter to be hospitably exchanged between two discrete but overlapping spaces, much like a link. But the apparent physical contradictions surrounding the juncture defy logical reason. The great column of wind that was formed when the fissure first appeared suggests a vacuum, as one might expect in space. Yet my early experimentations revealed the presence of a breathable atmosphere.
That Atreus and Catherine threw themselves into the void is further evidence that it might be safe to travel, but without knowing its true nature, I cannot take the risk myself. It is also difficult to say what would happen if I were to reopen it after so long. But it is hardly that the results would be catastrophic. But it is likely that the results would be catastrophic, given the changes that have occurred in this age since that time. Maintenance on the steam vent caps completed. 83-210. I am extremely pleased with the continued success of the system. I believe the construction to have been true to Denis designs of my memory. Another example of the superiority of the Denis technology. It's ironic that Atreus and Catherine unwittingly provided me with such a convenient source of power. Okay, looks like it's just the steam system here. How you doing, Coast Ghost? Come on in. We made progress, Coast Ghost. I don't remember any Frisbees. It used to be Searchlight, Shutter Search. Used to be Shutter Search. It's Sid. It's Sid. We just call him Sid. He's changed it around quite a bit. As with many of my views over the years, my thoughts regarding the origin of the fissure have changed. I have recently begun to wonder whether it is actually an unexpected byproduct of the changes Catherine and Atreus wrote into this age during their escape. Certainly, by casting their linking book into the void, they trapped me here quite effectively, but I do not believe that Atreus intended the book to be lost in this manner. Much better to destroy it than to risk the possibility of its falling into an unknown hands, like mine. Also, had they foreseen the creation of the fissure, they would surely have thought that the vacuum it created would eventually consume the atmosphere of this planet, a fate which Catherine undoubtedly would have deemed unacceptable for her home world. If I had not been there to supervise the construction of the seal, this most certainly would have been what would have happened. For the villagers were far too frightened to even approach the vortex without my urging. I hold on to the belief that it was an unintended consequence of their writing for another reason as well. I prefer to think that my son has meant for this age to be merely a prison for me, rather than a death sentence. I could probably do that. Wait, I got Gifted Like Titanic game though. I gotta do that too. You were forced to by the Twitch mod? What? Twitch mods forced you to change your name. Why? Dusty Crab Meat's awesome. 83-514. The construction of the images has proceeded without fault. It is interesting to see how easily I've been able to adapt to the Denis technology to mimic that of the Ahmad. Sure, in some ways the similarities between the two cultures were striking. I wonder if perhaps there was a communication or commerce between the two cultures in earlier times. Maybe Keta's people were even descendants of the Denis. It pleases me to think so. Got some bullshit designs with this shit. Note, it is possible that if I were to somehow be able to supply the books with a power source of sufficient magnitude, I could suppress the variance enough to facilitate a solid link. It is doubtful that the geothermal cap generations would provide such an enormous surge. Perhaps I could adapt the fire marbles. I have been cataloguing the natural elements of this age for nearly 30 years now, yet still I continue to find evidence of the Denis' preoccupation with 5. As a boy, it was very clear to me that the number 5 had a special significance to the Denis society. From the ancient heraldic emblems of the ruling elite to the humble homes of the commoners, it was ubiquitous. Its presence here is obviously a direct reflection of the minds that designed the texts that I used to compose this age. Further proof that though this art the Denis masters, the Denis masters were indeed creating the marvelous worlds they wrote, and not, so many have mistakenly thought, merely building links to pre-existing worlds. While most of my constructions have been based on Denis designs, I see now that the ones that I have imbued with the essence and power of fire are clearly the most beautiful, the most perfect, and I believe, the most structurally sound. I am still attempting to determine how... Okay, that's still the same handwriting. I'm still attempting to determine how the Denis color symbology reflects these superior design, this superior design principle. Although superficially it is based on a 6-color system, I am convinced that this has to be a deeper connection to the fire, and I will continue to investigate. Okay, he's written the symbols here. Do you skip a grade in school if you read this? Yeah, you should get to. I should get my fucking degree. 83-9-11. Oh god. I'm so sorry. You have no idea what's coming. Dusty Carbon got banned, then the next one, and then again after that one. Damn. What are you up to over there? What are you doing? I finally made a breakthrough. I have succeeded in modifying the fire marbles to generate enough power to hold a descriptive linking book in a stable matrix. I have linked to a new world. It is a harsh and desolate age. But it is nonetheless well suited for my purposes, and so I have designated it my... By studying it closely, I believe I will eventually be able to create a more appropriate age for us to resettle on. For now, I will build an office and set up my living quarters there, in order that I may conduct my experiments in safety and without distraction. Okay, is this another world, or is this your... The symbol sketches of a blinking eye followed by... A blinking beaver is an interesting chat. What fucking office is that? I don't know. So on the other side of the factory giving a live play-by-play to others, and my supervisor came over and told me what it was about, and I was pretty close to what it was about. Wait. Got in a shouting match with an old man today. Told me that it was... And told me what it was about, and I was pretty close to what it was about. Oh, I see. Okay. Fucking... A more appropriate age. So what the fuck is this? 4? No, this is... This is 9? My 83rd. I have designated it my... FK. Alright, it's FK-erd. So we're gonna need to know that. It might be the... Is it a P? Is it a 9? Is that the 9? 94th, 93rd. I think the K is a 3. So I think it's the 93rd. Either way, it's FK. Fuckard. We have so much fucking left. God damn it. Okay. Settle in. I must admit that I am proud of my work. To think that in such primitive conditions I've accomplished in 29 years what it took the original Denis centuries to achieve. Note, repair outer wear for work on this world. The goggles may need to be redesigned altogether. I have begun construction on a series of link sites for each island that will connect Riven with my new office on 93. The Survey Guild has finally completed the site location for each island, according to my exact specifications. And installation of the domes is underway at last. Work on the central power source got off to a bit of a bad start, I'm afraid, but the pace has picked up... Oh, so this is the central power source, the thing that we need to get to next. But the pace has picked up considerably since then, and I anticipate no further delays. I'm looking forward to finally having a civilized mode of transportation. Okay, yeah, and then we've got our power source. So we power each individual thing. Okay. Due to the rebels' continued disturbances, I've decided to install a coded access system into all of the domes. Can I take this book with me, please? That's 5. Dude, I actually don't fucking know. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Okay. I caught one of my assistants looking over their journal today. I'm glad I've chosen to write it in a language they cannot decipher. This book is actually out of a Dwemer ruin. Note, discuss security with each guild master. No problems expected from the maintainers, educators, and surveyors. Question the bookmakers and builders more closely. 861024. Today I have heard several more reports of spirit sightings by some of the villagers. It seems that under Catherine's leadership, the rebels, or the Black Moiety, as the villagers obstinately insist on referring to them, have attained a new level of sophistication in their terror tactics and have renewed their campaign to intimidate the villagers into joining them, playing upon their shared superstitions. The villagers are certainly susceptible to this form of coercion, especially given of late the rebels' increasing acts of vandalism and theft. We are getting closer. The latest measurements indicate that... we're here, right? Nope, sorry. The Whitram traps have been steadily fruitful this year. Apparently, the breakup of the islands has not adversely affected the subterranean ecosystems. Unfortunately, I imagine the rebels are experiencing a similarly generous harvest, no short of poison for their darts this season. Such morbid issues aside, the sudden availability has allowed me to refine a particularly pleasant extract for my pipe, and that is smoother. One that is smoother than that of the others from recent years. Okay, great. He can smoke better now. 87-329. Chemical analysis of one of the rebel knives has yielded curious results. Its composition contains elements that are unlike anything I've encountered on the islands. It appears that they have access to a resource of which even I am unaware. Perhaps a mine in an uncharted island. Note: most of the knives have been found on the south side of the village. This is the same area in which there have been reports of people mysteriously disappearing. I think a closer inspection of the area is warranted. The fact that they leave these distinctive knives as sign of their presence concerns me. They're growing more bold and seem to no longer fear discovery of their hideout. The latest measurements indicate, as a new day, 87-627. The latest measurements indicate that the recent trend has continued. The movement of the islands has slowed tremendously. My previous estimates predicted a total collapse in approximately 3 months, but with the new figures I am uncertain. I have nearly finished writing the 99th age, and I have every faith that it will indeed be a safe place for us to relocate to. Yet it would be helpful to know what has caused the halt in this age's breakup. Is it possible that it's stable after all? If so, I must discover how this age differs from my less successful attempts. My examinations of the 93rd age have thus far proven inconclusive. Perhaps someone is repairing the damage to the 5th age. If so, it would almost certainly be Atreus' doing. I have reluctantly decided to abandon my experiments into the behavior of the water of this age, as there are more pressing matters on which I must now concentrate, leaving me little time for such speculative research. For future reference, however, my investigations up to this point have revealed the following. I believe the remarkable properties of the water to be caused by a life form that resides in it, specifically a type of bacteria. I am imagining a motile unicellular organism. but one with structures capable of holding bits of water whose combined effect via surface tension, a stronger force, causes, those are both questions, causes the composite body of water to move in response to heat. Prolonged exposure to extreme heat, for example a period of extended boiling, seems to kill the bacteria, which would explain its dramatic aversion to heat sources. Unfortunately, these theories are still not fully tested, and I remain ignorant both of its deeper nature and its possible uses. Okay, this is our last 2 pages. Except this is a wall of text, so that's unfortunate. 8776. An exciting development. Last night, a squad of maintainers stumbled upon a lone rebel scout and obtained from him a most incredible device. It is a crystal that somehow powers these flawed linking books, much as my own system does, but with an obvious advantage. It is small and weighs only a few pounds, making it completely portable. Catherine must have fabricated the device before I captured her. Obviously, with an explicit Denis schematic she must have brought with her to this age. If only I'd have access to to such a document all these years. Regardless, I can now concentrate solely on the writing of ages and need no longer worry about building elaborate power supplies for each new book I write. This is a sobering reminder, however, that I must continue to seek an avenue to Denis. Regaining access to the resources there may be crucial to the completion of my mission. Okay. So that is everything that he wrote in his book. We need to focus on this part mainly. That is a 5. I really don't know how to decipher this shit. And that's kind of making me mental.
Who said that? Don't do the voice.
Crab meat, thank you for the gifted sub to Wyatt. Appreciate it, brother. I'm going to guess that these are... Oh god, how would we figure these out? This is 5, and so this is obviously the letter or the numbers in which you go and then you hit the button. So it starts with 5, and then we have to kind of just like... Alright, we'll come back to this later. What is this? What the... Interesting. Interesting. This appears to be a press of some kind. This must be how he writes his books. Okay, and then we gotta look in here. Real quick, I'm gonna save just in case this fucking... No, we just can't even do anything with this. Because this is one of his failed books that he burned. Okay, so let's go back here. Oop. Oh, we're here now. Okay. Do we need anything here? No, we need to go back to the first island and power up the dome so we can get up those stairs. Okay. Oh. What the fuck of this... What the fuck is the objective of this game other than looking like a Fallout 1 cutscene? First off, extremely funny that you say that because I also said that. I was like, this is very clearly the Fallout 1 engine. Like, this is the same engine they used to make the cutscenes. This is a mystery game. The first one is Myst, which is not as hard as this one. Can we really not skip this? Wow. That was... Okay, we can skip it once it shows up. Great. Okay, we'll try not to use the call system. Great, incredible, fantastic, and perhaps even splendiferous minds think alike. That they do, sir. Okay, there was a faster way to get here. There was a much faster way to get here. I could have taken the minecart trail back to that island, but whatever. Okay. So we need to go back here. We need to go here. We need to power this up. And then let's go over here and power this one up. Okay, great. Now we get to go back and do all of that again. Let's click through this magic. Nope. Nope, wrong way. Okay. Go here, go here, go here, go here, go here, go here, go here. Okay, great. Go down here. Nope, wrong way. Fucking bullshit over here. Okay, whatever. Go all the way over here. Yes. 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 It is powered. We move forward. Oh my god, we're on the other fucking side. Oh. Oh! Big ass shortcut. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that big ass shortcut. Now you can get over here and you can be on this island and immediately go, wham bam, thank you ma'am, I'm gonna be over here now. And then go over to this island. Wow, big ass shortcut. Alright, hell yeah. Let's see what's over here. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's right. This is... Okay, well that's gonna be its own... Wait. Oh my god, it's the elevator button. We're doing it. That fucking button down there that I was like, what does this even do? Okay, let's go. Yeah, the left doorway... Oh shit, where did that take us? We'll go back. That took us somewhere. I can't remember right now. Oh my god, another one of these. Another one of these. Wait, what? Wait, it's the... Oh, dude! No, hold on. It's this. It's this one that was the door that I couldn't get through. Yeah, that's right. This powers this. Wait, does that go up to anything or does it just go... Yep. Okay, it just goes straight up. Let's press this again. We gotta press this a couple times to get the shortcut we want. Let's see. We might be good now. We might have to press it one more time. Yeah, dude, look at this. Okay, we can go right. Oh, bam. Oh, bam, bam, bam. And then we can go here. Oh, that opens it up so much. Oh, it's so open. Okay, so now what do we do? Because now this is open. And now this doorway is open, and that doorway is open, and you go down here, and you can... Yeah. This goes well, this is interesting. I don't think I've seen I don't think I've seen this area yet. Let's go back up. Unless is that just right over here? No, it's not here. Is that over here, maybe? Oh, it probably is, right? Wait. Oh, there's another one of those fucking things. Kind of curious as to why you'd even want to press the button, but we got this stairway here that we haven't accessed yet, I don't think. Oh, there was another one of those in there, in the other side of the doorway, that's right. For the chase scene, to cut off the killer.
Whoa, 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 we go down! Oh, shit. This is a double elevator. This is a double elevator, folks. Where are we now? Where are we now? Oh, now we're up here. Okay, sick. I like press it like right there. There we go. Okay. We just gotta figure out that fucking combination now. Alright, so let's, God, this is gonna be annoying. Okay, so the combination is obviously gonna be... Like this one goes over here, this one goes over here. It's gonna be... I'm gonna guess that the, combination is thermite. Back to school. Yeah, the combination's gonna be we gotta do this pretty much. We're gonna have to go back to the school. What's the quickest way? What's the quickest way back to the school now? Do this? Yeah, because this takes us straight to the main island. Did I park it here? No, where did I park it? Where did I park my damn car? Is it up here? No. Where did I park it? I might have parked it way down here instead. Is it over here? Yeah, there it is. Okay. To school. That would be so lucky. Where are we at now? No. I want to say school's to the right. Was I right or was I wrong? So we gotta go. Turn it around. Is it here? No, that's where we just were. Forward again. And then let's turn it around. And then let's go left. I think this will be the school. Here we go. Okay. So this is the alphabet. Yeah, we don't see any of those symbols. Okay, he's just teaching his bullshit. None of these symbols over here. Yeah, I was right. That was 3. Okay, here's what confuses me, actually. Is that I was thinking that the way we would solve it is... because those symbols just look like other symbols pushed together. But... I don't know. I don't know... because he writes 93rd as the symbol for 9 and the symbol for 3. That's 8 or 4. Okay, or fucking 6. But I think that the little like eyeball symbol, that is 10. Okay, so a 10 on the bottom is it okay? All right, so if it's a little V on the bottom, it's a 3. If it's a little line like that on the bottom, it's a 10. This is a 9. Let me just see if I can remember all these. That's also a 9. He's gonna lose the game. Yeah, he's gonna drop into the fish's mouth and be killed. Damn, game over. Start over. Fuck, I really would have liked to know what that was. It's not 4, certainly. This is 5. Game expects you to decode a whole new numerical nomenclature. Yeah, it does. If it's on the left, it's a 2. But if it's down here, it's a 10. 2, 10. 2, 10. Okay. What's up, Dravos? Welcome in. Just going through hell. That's 7. Because it's a 2 and a 5. And then 6 is a 1 and... oh my god, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Hold on, I'm getting a brain blast. So this is 7 because this is 2 and this is 5. This is 6 because this is 1 and this is 5. Okay, so then that's gonna be 10. Okay. Okay. Having a headache with pictures, Philip Fry. That's 10 again. Give me something hard. I want to make sure that I have the system down. fucking 10 again. Give me something different. Locks in for the first time in 7 years. That's 4. And 9 is the 9 because it's 5 and then 4. Oh my god. Okay, alright. Okay. Yeah, that's 9. And it's 9 because it's a 5 plus a 4. And then if you add that on the bottom, then it's a 10. If you add the little V on the bottom... So, okay, alright. So we've kind of got it. We've kind of got it. We've kind of got it. I think I can surmise the rest. Okay, we gotta get out of here. Go this way. Did I make the right choice? Oh, I made exactly the wrong choice. Okay, let me out of here. Okay. So we have the number system down. Now we need to go back to the book. Which is where? Sorry, stupid joke. And then we go... Yeah, we go here. Use our new shortcut. Go this way. Go this way. This way. This way, this way, this way. All the way over to this island. Oh my god, it's so much faster getting over here now. Look at that. We're already back. Okay. So, 5, 12, 30, 32, 33? I think it's 5, 12, 30, 32, 33. We need to go find out now. Where's the nearest one of these? It is gonna be on the big island. Oh, wait, there's one down here. Wait, but we don't have a thing to stop it. Oh, I learned my lesson from you, game. Just spam it. Who cares? Yeah, you think you fucking fooled me anymore? You think I don't know exactly what to look for now? Okay, here we go. So, this should be... So, this is 5, 10, 15, 20... Wait, what? Uh-oh. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the next one should be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Uh-oh, I think I did my math wrong. Because that's 12 in the middle. Wait. Change the scale, maybe? It could be by 3s. Could it be... No, could it be by 3s? Could be by 2s? Could be by 3s. If it was by 3s, no, then this would, because we couldn't have 32. But it's 32 and then 33. You simplify. Clearly use the square root. And it's 5. So maybe each one of these... No, it can't be 5, and it can't be 2, and it can't be 3, it can't be 4. It can't be 1. Is each one of these 10? So each one of these is 10, maybe? No, that doesn't work either. What are our numbers? Let me go back to the book. At least they put it right here. That's nice, at least. Okay. So it's 5. That first one is for sure 5. That next one has to be 10. or 12, because it's a 2 symbol and a 10 symbol. This is just a plain old, that's the 3. It's normally a 3 like this, but when it's down here, it's got to be a 30. Because wait, but what would a 20 be? What would a 20 be? Okay, it must be 20? I don't know why it would be 20, but it's probably 20. Because what? Alright, let's try it at 20. That would make this 23. This would make this 5, 12, 20, 22, 23. I don't know why the 3 suddenly becomes the 2, but I guess there's no... They're not using the symbol for 1 in that. So let's try it again. So we got 5, 12... Wait. 1, 2, 4, 5, 12, 20, 22, 23. Each of these is 1. 1. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. It's not 0, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's got to be 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23. Is it powered? It's gotta be that. Figuring out the full number system is one of the hardest parts of the game. Let's go back. It's a scale of 25, so everything has to be under 25. I thought I had it, man. Okay, hold on. Let's think of the different numbers. So they have symbols that go up to 5. Oh, that's because they talk about the significance of 5. So there's only 5 symbols, and then they reuse those 5 symbols over and over. And 5 by 5 is 25, so naturally... Okay. Great. So... It goes 1, 2, 3, like that, with like an angular 2, or I guess facing this way. 4, and then 5, and a 5 is just a 1 sideways. So, they have 5 symbols, but it seems that they don't use... Why would a flipped 2, a 2 flip down here, it's multiplied by 5. When it's down here, it's multiplied by 5. That's what it is. I'm almost yeah, because this to this is multiplied by 5. So when it changes on a 90-degree angle, it multiplies by 5. So, first one is 5. The second one is 12. That is true. The third one is 3 multiplied by 5, which is 15. That's 15 right there. Because it's 3 brought down here, means it's multiplied by 5. So it is 5, 12, 15, 17, and then that is 18. 5, 12, 15, 17, 18. 5, 12, 15, 17, 18. I might be the smartest man in the world. I might be the smartest man in the universe. I might have a big giant growth coming out of the top of my head. Oh, what's up, Artian? Sorry, I didn't even realize you were there, because you have the same colored name as Drevos. Welcome. At least on my screen you do. I see in the chat that you don't. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, holy shit. And this is 93. This is his 93rd world. So this is the one that he was talking about that is like his first stable world? Wait, is it even powered? It doesn't look like it's powered. Hold on. Hold on, let me save. I'm just gonna save over Riven with all caps. Yeah, this is not powered. Shit. So how do we power it? Shit. I was so proud of myself, I didn't think about what comes next. Open this up again. These have to be activated. Okay. Alright, we gotta figure out how to power them. We gotta figure out how to power them now. 90% of I am so stupid I can't do anything. 10% of I am the most intelligent person on the planet. I really do feel so genius. It's multiplied by 5. 2... multiplied by 5. Ridiculous. Ridiculous game. Hello, egg drawer. I don't even know what to do about you. I'm sure you will come in handy later. And by handy, I mean I'm sure I'll be deeply frustrated with you later. Figure out the 2-digit Denis numbers. What? And what's... Oh, but they only... So, okay, that's interesting. So the symbols in this actually go up to 25 in a single thing. Wait, do they though? No. No, because how would you have 25? Because this is 8. Or this is 6. How would you even have 25? It would be... Oh, it'd be the 4 like this. On the bottom like that. Because 4 times 5 is 20. And then the 5 on top. Interesting. Okay. Cool. So can we... Let's go ahead and restart the airflow of frog. The gross frog air back in here. The 2-digit Denis numbers are just for fun. You don't need to know them for progressing. Except for that one right there. But yeah, it's so weird. There's like something blue here. Oh, it's just the reflection, I guess. Okay. Is 25... No, that... Because that is 5 plus 1, so that's 6. The one that is like a little... The one that... Yeah, if the line turns to a 90 degree, if the line is on its side, it is multiplied by 5. I don't have a ride. Okay. Anyway. So we know how to open those things now. Will that call it? Will that call that thing over here? Oh, it did. Wow. Oh, we don't want to go up there. Wait, we do want to go up there. There's one over here. I forgot. Head on up here. La, 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 la. This game should jump scare you for going too fast. Ah, slow down! Look at our game! What's 0? It's just an empty box. This one's not powered either. It doesn't look like. Also, wait, what world is this? This is also 93. He's labeled all of these 93. But this one's not powered. Where's power running to right now? Is power running at all? Let's go back to the main island. We gotta figure this out. Maybe power is on the main island? Ooh, wrong one. Sorry for all you Riven purists that I'm not watching these cutscenes. I just got too much time. Box with a dot. You've been to the Moiety Age already. Well done. Yes, I think I solved it out of sequence because I went so crazy that I somehow figured out the whole stupid fish shadow. And that would be number 1. Even though, like, now that I've done the rest of the game, or the rest of this, I found the rest of the clues, that puzzle makes a lot more sense. But, so like a box with a 2, then a box with a 0 would look like 20. It's actually 50. No. No. They go up to 25 within the box, and then past that, you just put the symbols next to each other. That's right, wait. You can do things in any order, okay. Is this one? I mean, I don't see power in there, but... Hell, let's check. Oop, I did it wrong. This one's unskippable for some reason. Yeah, you got the same password. I wonder why this one in particular is unskippable. Odd. Yeah, this also says 93. It is also unpowered. Okay. Providing power to these. There's a special crystal. I mean, this cutscene is also unskippable. I think there's just certain things in this area that, for some reason, don't have the ability. You don't have the ability to skip them. Okay, we're gonna go to the first island here. Oh god. Oh, see, this is why they put the call button far away, so that you can have a little... Yeah, there we go. A little suspension of disbelief. Who's your favorite SpongeBob? There's only one SpongeBob. It's SpongeBob. I like SpongeBob. Let me look at this. Yeah, I don't know how to get up there yet. That's like the only thing. That goes to that island, which it very much does. Can I get up there? Wait. Certainly. No? Oh, it's just like a drawbridge situation. Oh no, I have homework. Chat, do my homework for me. Give us question 1. Question 1, go. What's it? We'll do it. No ChatGPT, guys. We're not trying to get Fresby in trouble. We're genuinely going to do this right. Let's see if maybe... if this one's powered. I mean, there's a lot of noise over here. Could just be wind, but still. Damn, it doesn't look like it's fucking powered. Looks like it's a blank screen. I mean, they talk about that the power needed is very, very a lot of power. But no, but it's right here. This is like his big power machine. So how do we get this thing running? Is it running right now? Is it not running? I guess this water should be a boiling. And it's not. Why is this water not boiling? Is it? No, it's just like moving around down there. It's not boiling. Frog power. We have to go back to the frog machine to figure this one out. You want to help me with my sociology? Let's do sociology homework, please. How do we get this thing working? How do we get the big dome working? Questions. Okay. Hey, I'm not asking how many questions there are. I'm asking what's question 1. Start at the back. That's actually not bad. That's not bad. But some of the questions might be dependent on other questions. It's the only reason that wouldn't work. They love to do that shit. Like, take your answer from question 5 and put... I hate when tests do that shit. They're like, oh, did you get this one wrong? Because now you get all of them wrong. Jonathan Haidt is a social psychologist. True or false? Jonathan Haidt, no, he's not a social psychologist per se. Just making shit up. Just making shit up.
What is this even? Wait, okay, this I'm confused about, actually. What is this power, exactly? Because this goes into there, and then you can also take that way to get to the dome. Dome Depot. So what is that powering? Wait, is it the same? No, it's not. What the Wait, yes it is. Because that's there. And then you continue along the path here. So that one must... Oh, it's right there. It just looks farther than it is. My Calc 4 classes had exams that wouldn't allow you to use calculators, but would also have computer-generated exams that wouldn't let you get partial credit if you didn't get correct answers. You couldn't get answers correct because it wouldn't open the next part of the question until you got the first part correct. Awesome. Awesome popcorn chicken. I failed it twice and then left engineering because of it. No one can blame you. No one can blame you for that one. So there's a tube that comes up here and powers what exactly? Does this bridge not come up otherwise? Hold on, let's... What the fuck? What the fuck, Richard? Remembered Vine, guys? Don't forget about Vine. So what is that? In 2007, blank came out on the market. A, Uber. B, apps that can be downloaded. C, all of these. D, the smartphone. Uber didn't come out in 2007. I'm gonna say apps that could be downloaded. Because the smartphone is too... That's too general. Like, what are we considering to be the smartphone exactly? What is the exact first smartphone? Because, like, it's not the BlackBerry. Or is it the BlackBerry? It's not... Is it the ThinkPad? I don't think it's the ThinkPad. I'm gonna say it's apps that can be downloaded. No. Wait. You can get applications on your old phones, though. You can get fucking... I got Assassin's Creed on my old phone. Maybe it is the smartphone. Yeah, that powers the frog spawner. But I don't think Uber came out in 2007. We can just look that up. Some of these are just facts. Two 2009. $1992 was the first personal computer. No, hold on. Smartphone. When was the App Store created? 2008. It might be the smartphone. What are they considering to be the smartphone? What is the first smartphone? First smartphone came out in 1992. The Forerunners. PDA. Japanese cell phones. Early smartphones. 2002. Okay, let's just... When did the first iPhone come out? 2007. It's probably fucking 2007. Which is stupid, because they should have said the iPhone. Why did they say the smartphone? Because the smartphone, that's too general of a category. The smartphone came out. Also, what does this have to do with sociology? What? You gotta go to a different school, man. They're just taking your money and running. Oh yeah, when did iPhone come out? Alright, another 2,000 please. The term smartphone wasn't used until iPhone, I'm pretty sure. Okay, but it wasn't the term iPhone, or the term smartphone. It was what released. The smartphone. But also I'm like, okay, Blackberries were smartphones. That had apps, by the way. I don't understand. Feature phones. BlackBerry wasn't touchscreen. Well, it had the fucking stylus. Or no, it was what had the stylus? The Palm Pilot had a stylus. That was technically touchscreen. It wasn't touchscreen the way that we know it now, but it was touchscreen. We have to journal about a topic in society and it's worth 20 points. Minimum of 2 sentences. That's not too bad. I've been watching this stream for 1/3 of my life. Oh my god, that's true. I thought you were Wyatt for a second. I was like, Wyatt, that's not true. No, that was Crabmeat saying that. That is actually true. Where's that maximum? 2 sentences maximum. I don't want to hear about it. Don't waste my time on this. Tell me what's going on. Well, the iPhone came out in 2008. One more sentence, and that's wrong also. And it was a good phone. Thanks, 20 points. Next. Next guy, come on. Okay, do we see that? Do we see that fucking, that structure right there? That thing? Why don't you put that fucking phone down? Why don't you put that fucking phone down? I don't understand what this second fucking pipe is going to. It's kind of driving me nuts. Yeah, give us the next question. This feels like I'm doing a general knowledge quiz on YouTube. You guys ever do those with your fucking... It is very specific. If you are 25 and you're hanging out with your roommate in the living room and you want to watch the dumbest thing imaginable, you put on those YouTube quizzes. They're like all AI generated garbage. And it's always like, what is the first phone? Is it this? It's not even that. It's not even that. It's like, what does MPH stand for? And you're like, okay, cool. For why is this quiz just saying, yeah, you guys suck? Children born in 2000s were immediately impacted by A, not developing hobbies. That's fucking rude. B, lack of face-to-face contact. C, not developing social skills. Or D, not reading books. Or E, all of these. Children born in the 2000s were immediately impacted by... No, they develop hobbies for sure. Face-to-face contact I don't think is an issue. It might be social skill. It might be books. Because kids didn't read as many books. Like, the immediate impact for sure would have been not reading books. If all of the above is an option, it's almost always the correct option. But that wasn't true last time. Alright, this is just his fireplace. I need to get power running from this thing. I once had a class that had word minimums with a caveat that you covered the topic properly. It didn't need to reach the word minimum as long as it was close, but I kept getting points knocked down until I just stopped labeling the amount of words at the end, like I was supposed to, and suddenly I kept getting full points. It was all of the above. Hey, you Zoomer idiots, let me ask you a question. A, you can't get girlfriends. B, you can't read. C, you can't do anything. D, you stink like shit. Or E, all of the above. I guess it's all of the... Yep, it's all of the above. Get the fuck out of here. Who's writing these answers and where they're sourcing their info from? Okay, I'm kind of getting... I'm like... I gotta sit up and look. Because I'm doing the wandering click. I actually don't know where to go next, though. Like, I don't... Okay, we want to power this thing. Fucking clicked on that like it was real. Mom blog, fun time, 414111444.com. It's from the author of a book called Anxious Generation, and primarily blames smartphones for Gen Z issues. Well, I didn't get a smartphone until I was fucking like 14. So I don't know what they're talking about. I read books. I guess I was born in 2001, so I guess I'm like kind of like early 90s or early 2000s. But I read books. I was a dude, Jack and Annie. Oh my god. Magic Treehouse, that was a series that I for some reason was obsessed with that series. I'm just walking back and forth in the same area. I just genuinely don't know what to do here. That's there. That's that big thing that powers the thing down there. We need to figure out how to power it. Let me look at this book again. He talks about just the...
It's a big dome. Powers things like that. Guys, the reason you cannot afford living in society is because of that damn phone, not capitalism. I assume the answers are based on Jonathan Haidt's TED Talk. I had the Magic Treehouse books as a kid. Yeah. Does this series have an end? Felt like they kept coming up with 4-book arcs. I just remember that it would always be like, yeah, Merlin the Wizard was there, and you had to wake up early in the morning and go into the Magic Treehouse where they could time travel back in time. I can't remember if it was Magic Treehouse or a different series. No, it's a different series where they like went 100 years back. This like stuck with me for some reason. There was some series where they went 100 years back in time, or not 100 years, like 80 years, and they met Babe Ruth, and then he like put $100 in a checking account or in a savings account for the bank, and then he went back to the future and it was like a $1 billion or something, and I was like, that's not how that works, but that's cool. Or maybe he bought stock. He might have bought stock in something, and it's like his dad like gave him money, was like, if you go back in time, do this. I read all the Magic. Hold on, let me look at these fucking covers real quick. Magic Treehouse book series. Let me just look at these real quick. Yeah, there's Jack and Annie. No, don't take. I want to look at the image. Oh, that was the shopping. This cover. Ooh, yeah, I was big fans of these. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Where's the one with Merlin? Magic Treehouse, Merlin. Yeah, the Merlin missions. These are the big ones. These are the big ones that I loved the most. Let's see, the Magic Treehouse Merlin missions. Yep, Christmas in Camelot. No, hold on, I'm not gonna calm down. I remember these really well. These were the Merlin missions. Oh my god, I read a bunch of these. Yeah. Why are they... Okay, they're still releasing them since 1992. How many adventures do these kids have? Do they go to school? They don't need to go to school when they got this. I remember loving the cover of Christmas in Camelot. Like, I'm looking at this right now. It's making me so happy to look at. Oh my god, dude, I read that book. Oh my god. Oh my god, I just got chills. I don't think I read up to the Merlin missions. When did the Merlin missions come out? Magic Treehouse Merlin missions. Not shopping. All. Spin-off of the Magic Treehouse books by Mary Pope Osborne. Okay, so I read the second series. Okay, someone else. The main character is Jack and Annie. But I didn't care for all that. I liked when they were doing missions for Merlin. Where are the Merlin missions? Where are the Merlin missions? Merlin missions sub-series. When did this come out? Origin. Okay, published October 10th, 2001. Yeah. Yeah, that was 8 months after I was born. 9 months after I was born. Uh-huh. Yeah. The Using Magic Wisely arc. The Carnival at Candlelight. 2001, best year. Let's go. Wait. The spin-off had kids going straight to D-Day. They want the kids to die. Wait, did they go to D-Day? Did I miss that? They're in Camelot and like doing stuff for Merlin, and I remember loving that. During the Great Depression in New York, they go to feudal Japan. 18th century Austria, New Orleans, Ireland, England, Swiss Alps. During the Civil War, they must help the orphan Sam, who's a friend of Lincoln. There, an earthquake in China. Hold on, where's the one where? Because I remember reading the Ninja one too. And then we've got the Super Edition. In the Super Edition book, during World War II, shortly before D-Day, Jack and Annie must rescue Kathleen from behind enemy lines. It features the first time they've had to deal with the situation using their own talents without help from magic. They don't even get magic? They have to go fight Nazis with no magic? Danger in the darkest hour. They're paratrooping into Nazi Germany. God, it hurts my neck to laugh. Ow. Ow. There's bombs going off around them. They're getting shot down. What do we do, Annie? Oh, we don't have any fucking magic. No, no! Let's ask Merlin for help. He's not answering. Get down now! What are the Americans doing? In order to uncover the deeper... I don't know why I'm doing that. You must learn to use the gun in order to uncover the deeper secrets of magic. Play the audiobook off of YouTube while you play Riven. Hold on, do they have this? Do they have this? Jack and Annie audiobook. Magic Treehouse. I don't know why I called it Jack and Annie. It's Magic Treehouse. Oh, hold on. They got all these. What's the voice?
Hello. Today we're reading Dinosaurs Before Dark by Mary Pope Osborne.
I like this guy. All right, let's go to... Let's see. Oh, yeah, he read Christmas in Camelot. Let's see. Each of these is like 30 minutes to an hour, by the way.
Hello. Dad Can in Japan here. Today we're reading number 29 in the Magic Treehouse series, Christmas in Camelot by Mary Pope Osborne. If you enjoy these videos...
Okay, well, we don't want to see this. We want to see... I remember reading about the Ice Wizard. We are looking for... There we go.
Hi, Dad Can here. Tonight I'm reading part 1
Why does he have Utah showing here?
of the Magic Treehouse Super Edition number 1, World at War 1944. Tonight's episode takes place on June 4th, 1944. Part 2 will deal with June 5th, 1944. But first, many viewers of these stories are not subscribed to my channel. Please take a moment to click the subscribe button below the video and the bell to be notified of new videos.
Sorry. Done.
For tonight's vocabulary, we look at the names given to both sides in World War II.
Okay, we have vocabulary. So this is just straight up for teaching children. This is awesome.
Many countries mainly fighting for freedom. They included the United States, Great Britain, the Soviet Union, Canada,
Everybody just listen up
Australia,
for a moment.
New Zealand, India, and many others. They fought the Axis powers consisting of Germany, Italy, and Japan. Now let's find out how Jack and Annie get caught up in one of the most destructive events in world history. If you're sitting comfortably, let's begin.
All right. What is this guy's intro? What? What is this? Look at this intro that he has.
In world history. If you're sitting comfortably, let's begin.
Who's that kid? Whoa! This is Dad Can in Japan.
Chapter 1. Commando.
Alright, everybody lock in.
Jack! Annie shouted from the front yard. Jack looked up from his book. Tired from a soccer game, he was lying on his bed, reading about volcanoes on Mars. Late afternoon shadows stretched across his room. Jack! Jack! Jack stood up and crossed to the window. Annie was standing by her bike. A towel was draped around her neck. Her hair was wet from swimming in the lake. She was looking up at the sky, as if she was searching for something. What do you want? Jack called through the screen. Come down, she called. Help me look. Look for what? Said Jack. Just come. You won't believe it, said Annie. Jack sighed. He marked his place in his book and went downstairs to the front porch. This better be good, he said. I was in the middle of a book. Annie was still looking up at the sky. Where did he go? She said. Where did who go? Said Jack. Annie didn't answer. She walked to the edge of the yard and kept looking. Oh, darn, I don't see him. See who? Said Jack.
There's a man in a strange
What are you
uniform.
talking about? The pigeon, said Annie.
Oh.
Jack stared at Annie for a moment. Seriously? He said. You're looking for a pigeon? Yes. You called me away from my book to see a pigeon, said Jack. Yes. Help me find him, Annie said. Jack rolled his eyes and stepped into the yard. He looked up at the hazy sky. He was following me. He swooped down near my head, said Annie, still looking in every direction. I don't see him now. Where could he have gone? What's the big deal, said Jack. We see pigeons every day. Not like this one, said Annie. When I was getting on my bike at the lake, I heard a loud cooing. I looked up. He was sitting on a branch, and he looked straight into my eyes. He was super intelligent, I could tell. Are you sure you weren't out in the sun too long? Asked Jack. I'm serious, said Annie. He had these intense staring eyes. I talked to him, like I said, hi, and then he took off. I thought, okay, so much for that. But then I started riding home, and he flew right in front of me, right across my path. How do you know it was the same pigeon? Asked Jack. I just know it. He circled above me all the way home, said Annie. He even swooped down a couple more times. But I don't see him now. I don't see him at all. Her voice trailed off as she looked up at the sky and around the yard. Well, that's enough pigeon hunting for me, said Jack. I'm heading back to my book. He turned to go inside. Ah, I see him! I see him! Annie whispered. Jack stopped. Where? There! Annie pointed to a plump pigeon perched on a bird feeder that was
Oh, he's got
hanging from a
pictures
maple tree.
of a
She
pigeon.
stepped toward him. The pigeon didn't move. She stepped closer and closer. The bird still didn't move. Oh, wow, Jack. You won't believe this. I didn't see it until now. What? See what? Said Jack. Oh, wow, Annie whispered. Jack walked slowly toward Annie. When he reached the side, he stopped and stared at the bird too. It was an ordinary-looking pigeon, smoky grey with black stripes on his wings and iridescent green neck feathers. His amber-coloured eyes stared at Jack. Look at his leg, Annie whispered. Attached to one of the pigeon's spindly legs was a tiny red canister.
Oh!
Whoa!
A message!
Jack. I
Guys,
think
a
it's
message.
Carrier pigeon. A carrier pigeon? Said Annie.
Listen.
Yeah.
We gotta
They carried messages to people.
Hold on, we gotta turn this up. You guys are not paying attention. We gotta turn this up, and we gotta make it so it's easier for you to comprehend, which means we're playing at 2 times speed.
A long time ago, said Jack. There used to be lots of them, but not anymore. Why not? Annie asked. They're not needed anymore, said Jack. Not with technology like the internet and cell phones. The pigeon made a low cooing sound. Why did he follow you? Said Jack. And where did he come from? Annie took a deep breath. I know where he came from. I just figured it out, she said. Where? Another time, said Annie. A time before the internet and cell phones. Jack's heart skipped a beat. You think? I know, said Annie. And the message is for us. She moved a step closer toward the pigeon, but the bird flapped his wings
Here.
and took off from the feeder. Then he soared out of their yard and up the street, disappearing into the trees.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna make it a little more bearable for you guys to watch or to listen to. Okay?
The Frog Creek woods. Let's go, cried Annie. Wait, I'll get my pack. Jack bolted into the house, grabbed his backpack from the hallway, and hurried outside. Jack and Annie raced up the sidewalk. They crossed the street and ran into the woods. As they weaved in and out of dark green shadows, the late summer air smelled of sun-dried wood and fallen pine needles. Birds called lazily from the treetops. Finally, they stopped at the base of the tallest oak. Of course, said Annie. She grabbed the rope ladder that dangled from the treetop and started up. Jack followed, and they both scrambled inside the magic treehouse. Golden sunlight lit the stacks of books and the shimmering M on the floor. Of course, said Jack. A soft cooing sound came from the window. The carrier pigeon was pacing on the windowsill. Of course, a million times, said Annie, laughing. Don't fly away. I won't hurt you. I promise. The pigeon stopped pacing and stared at her with his amber eyes. I can take that message from you now, Annie whispered, if you don't mind. He doesn't mind, said Jack. He's a professional. Right, said Annie. The pigeon was very still as Annie reached out and gently opened the lid of the red canister attached to his leg. She pulled out a tiny scroll. Then she snapped the lid shut and unrolled the piece of paper. Annie and Jack looked at the writing together. It wasn't elegant like Merlin's or Morgan Le Fay's writing. It was a scrawl of a kid's
Merlin
handwriting.
mentioned.
Jack looked at the signature. It's from Teddy, he said. Uh-oh, said Annie. What happened? Did he goof up again? I'll bet he did, said Jack. They both laughed. The apprentice sorcerer from Camelot often made them laugh. Sometimes he made big mistakes when he tried to do magic. Many of the mistakes were funny, but a few had been terrible. Annie read the letter aloud. Dear Jack and Annie, I sent Commando to find you. Commando? Jack interrupted. That's a funny name for a Camelot pigeon. Yeah, it sounds like a tough army guy, Annie said. She kept reading. Kathleen and I are working with the forces of good
This
in one of
video's
the
not
darkest
hold
hours
on.
of history, and we need your help.
I got a video, but it's not working. So we gotta get a couple more of these.
Please come to Glastonbury, England, right now. Your friend, Teddy. I can't wait to see Teddy and Kathleen, said Annie. Yeah, said Jack. He was especially excited to see Kathleen, a brilliant and beautiful young enchantress from Camelot. But what does Teddy mean? One of the darkest hours of history? He shrugged. The pigeon made a low cooing sound. Commander wants us to hurry, said Annie. Okay, let's go, Jack said. He took another deep breath and pointed to the words Glastonbury, England, on a tiny piece of paper. I wish we could go there. The wind started to blow. The treehouse started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Then everything was still.
Oh no.
Absolutely still. Chapter 2, Top Secret. Commando cooed as if saying goodbye. Then he flapped his wings and flew out of the treehouse. He disappeared into the misty grey twilight. Thanks, Commando, Annie called after him. Well, I guess we're here, said Jack, shivering in the chilly air. But our clothes didn't change. I wonder why. The treehouse had landed in the branches of a tall maple tree. Through the haze, Jack could see ducks floating on the pond and sheep grazing in the meadow bordered by hedgerows. Beyond the hedges were broken down buildings, stone pillars and crumbling archways. There was no sign of people. It looks ancient, said Annie. Is Glastonbury part of Camelot? I don't know, said Jack. This sort of looks like Camelot, said Annie. Yeah, the ruins of Camelot, said Jack. Teddy, Kathleen, Annie called. There was no answer.
You know what really sucks is
Let's
they're
go look
not
for him,
in
said Jack.
Camelot.
Jack grabbed his backpack. He and Annie climbed down the rope ladder. They stepped onto the wet grass and started across the meadow. Rounding a hedge, they came upon the remains of what had once been a huge church.
Oh no,
Roofless
they're in
building
World
with
War
tall,
II
ivy-coloured
Germany.
walls and grand arches made of stone blocks. Cheerio, friends! A teenage boy strode through one of the arches. The boy wore an old-fashioned flight suit, gloves, and a tight-fitting leather helmet. He carried a khaki duffel bag. Teddy! Cried Annie. She and Jack hurried to the young enchanter of Camelot. Teddy put down his bag and they all hugged. I'm glad Commando found you, said Teddy. He's quite a smashing soldier, you know.
Not enough of
Who,
these.
the pigeon, said Annie. Yes, Commando is a member of the National Pigeon Service, said Teddy. Jack and Annie giggled. You're kidding, right? Said Jack. Not at all, said Teddy.
Hello,
Pigeon
Mario.
breeders have given over 200,000 pigeons to the British military to carry messages throughout Europe. Commando has been on dozens of missions. The missions were all in this time, of course. He needed the treehouse to take him to your time. So, what is this time, asked Jack. It's June 4th, 1944, said Teddy, and you have landed in Glastonbury, England. It's the site of one of the great monasteries of Europe. You can still see an ancient tower on the sacred hill of Glastonbury Tor. He pointed to a conical hill overlooking the flat countryside. Eventually, all the sacred buildings fell into ruin, but legends of King Arthur still surround this area. For that reason, I thought it might be a good place to meet you, a living midpoint between our worlds. Where's Kathleen? Asked Annie, looking around. We thought she'd be with you. Well, that is why I called for you, said Teddy. But first, how much do you know about World War II? Jack gasped.
That's a
Did you
big
come to the time
question.
of World War II? I'm afraid you have. The war's been going on for almost 5 years, said Teddy.
Oh
Yeah, said
boy.
Jack. So you know about World War II, said Teddy. Some said Jack. I know that America fought Germany and Italy and Japan. A man named Adolf Hitler was leading Germany, and his political party was called the Nazis. And we also know that 3 of our great-grandfathers fought in World War II, said Annie. The people of England are grateful for all the help the Americans are giving them fighting this war, said Teddy. At this point, Nazis
This is
have
too much
taken over
going
most of
on.
Europe
Sorry, I can slow down the
and killed
book.
countless innocent civilians, including millions of Jewish people. That's terrible, said Annie. Really terrible, said Jack. But what does this war have to do with you and Kathleen? When Merlin looked into the future, he saw this frightful time, said Teddy,
There we go.
and he saw how important it was to bring hope to British leaders. So he sent Kathleen and me to London. The leaders actually met with you, asked Jack.
Okay, let's see.
Teddy smiled.
Hello, Mario.
Indeed they did, he said. Kathleen used a bit of magic to make us both appear older than we are. We were quite
Ah.
brilliant, wearing the right disguises and using the right manners and speech. We seem to have inspired everyone, including the Prime Minister, Winston Churchill. Really? Said Jack. Oh yes, said Teddy. In fact, Winston inducted Kathleen New into the SOE. What's that? Asked Annie. SOE stands for Special Operations Executive, said Teddy. It's a top secret organisation that Winston formed. It conducts undercover
In 2007, the
missions in
question was
countries
all of these.
occupied by the Nazis.
That's
In the
bullshit.
short time since
That's
Kathleen
not
and I
true.
completed the required training, we've both been sent on many secret assignments. Is Kathleen away on an assignment?
That's insane,
asked
man.
Andy. Yes, Kathleen left for a mission in France more than 3 weeks ago.
No way, France?
And now? Teddy stopped. And now what? Asked Jack. Now it seems she's disappeared, said Teddy.
No!
Oh no! What happened to her? Asked Annie. I do not know, said Teddy. What was her mission? Asked Jack. I do not know that either.
Kathleen's
She
in
could not tell
danger.
me, said Teddy. Secret agents must keep their mission secret even from each other. All I know is that 2 weeks ago, I was asked to fly behind enemy lines to a location in Normandy, France, to pick her up. Fly behind enemy lines, said Jack. Yes, I've done that many times, said Teddy. But when I arrived at the meeting place, she was not waiting for me. I was frantic, and then yesterday I received a message from her, delivered by a French carrier pigeon. So she's okay? Asked Annie. Well, at least I know she's alive, said Teddy. The problem is, she wrote a message in a code, in case it fell into enemy hands.
Hello,
But
Mario.
I've had no success making sense of certain parts of it. He pulled a small piece of paper from his pocket.
Who was
and read
that?
Kathleen's
I
message
don't know,
aloud.
man. I've got too many
Come to me
fucking
in the
tabs
darkest
open.
time, a wand I need, and a magic rhyme. 3 miles east of Sir Kay's grave, cross a river to find a cave. Look for knights and small round cows, a crack in a rock beneath the boughs. Teddy
What the
sighed.
fuck?
You see why I cannot share this with anyone in the SOE, he said. Even if they could decipher the code, others would not understand a request for a wand and magic rhyme. But why does she need them? Asked Jack. Her magic is amazing. Remember when she turned
Do you
us
have to
all
leave
into
because this is
seals?
overstimulation torture?
Yes.
Let me pause for a moment. Let's talk. Sarah, look, I've paused the noises. We just are listening to Magic Treehouse. That's all that's really important here. And if you want,
Hello, Mario.
all right, that one was not paused yet, but the rest of them are paused. So I forgot that one too. But the rest of them, so we're good. We can keep going. You know, it's your husband's birthday. I don't want to upset you. I want everything to go smoothly. Sorry, I missed one.
But these are very, very dark times, said Teddy. I'm not surprised that she may need extra magic. I found my own powers very limited. That's why I sent for you. So, do you have something we can take to Kathleen? Asked Jack. Oh yes, said Teddy. I have the wand of Dianthus and the rhyme to unlock its magic. Great, said Annie. The next
I'm
2 lines of her
getting you
message,
now.
I do understand, said
Like,
Teddy.
here I
He
come.
read on. 3 miles east of Sir Kay's grave, cross a river to find a cave. The secret burial places of Arthur's knights are revealed in one of Merlin's books, said Teddy. Kathleen knew I would know that the burial place for Sir Kay is Caen, a town in Normandy, France. Wait, I better write this down, said Jack. He pulled his notebook and pencil out of his backpack. Spell that, please. C-A-E-N, said Teddy. Jack wrote the town's name in his notebook. So we go to Caen, said Annie. We travel 3 miles east, cross a river, and look for a cave. Yes, said Teddy, but I cannot imagine what the next 2 lines could mean. He read from the note. Look for knights and small round cows, a crack in a rock beneath the boughs. Teddy looked up. Do you understand this? Not really, said Jack. There weren't any knights fighting in World War II. Indeed not, said Teddy. And small round cows?
I didn't leave any
A
on.
crack in a rock? Boughs?
It's part of the normal
What does that
video.
all mean? He folded the note and handed it to Annie. Well, I trust you to figure this out. I know you are expert decoders. You're kidding, said Jack. Us? Of course, said Teddy. When Kathleen and I went with you to New York City, you figured out the secret poem to free the unicorn from the museum tapestry. Remember? And Morgan's missions for you were often written as riddles. Yes, but... started Jack. We have to find Kathleen, said Teddy. I cannot lose her. So many people have been lost in this terrible war. It really is the darkest time. A truly terrible time.
Merlin Mansion.
It's okay, Teddy, Annie said.
Hold on. Wait a minute. None of these are paused. All these are still going. Is every one of these still going? I thought I paused these. They're all still playing. Something's off. Something's wrong with my computer. Hold on, guys. Something's going on with my computer.
All in on 17 flag.
Hold on. Hang on, guys. Something's going on with my computer.
The house is edgy.
What is going? Why is it? It's like glitching.
Are you sure?
Was that the bite of 87?
Are you sure?
Something's wrong with my computer. Wait, what is it? Why is there a song playing? Whose song is this? This is just some guy's song it's playing. Hey, you can't have that, man.
I remember.
Who is this? What is this?
Do that, and also we're
Just doing some art. This has one view. What?
first. First.
Picking shit up on the tab radar. We made good progress. I'm satisfied with the progress we made tonight.
We'll help you. Of course we will, said Jack. We'll do our best. Teddy took a deep breath and smiled. Thank you, my friends, he said. I am most grateful. I'm sorry that I cannot be with you in France. You're not coming with us, Jack
Are you
asked.
sure?
No. Tonight, the SOE is sending me on an urgent mission to rescue downed airmen in Holland and Belgium, said Teddy. I must do so before daylight.
Are you sure?
It's the sort of thing the SOE does every day, said Teddy. He clapped his hands together. All right, let us roll up our sleeves and get moving. It's time you put on your parachutes.
That was a lot.
Parachutes, said Jack.
That was a lot in a row.
Yes, said Teddy.
Ooh.
You cannot jump from a plane without parachutes. He picked up his duffel bag and strode off. Wait, did he say we're going to jump from a plane? Jack asked Annie.
Uh-oh.
He did, said Annie. But don't worry. He said he'd give us some magic. She hurried after Teddy. I know, but... began Jack. Come along, Jack, Teddy called to him. The moon is rising.
I don't
over
know.
Glastonbury.
I don't trust this.
Chapter 3. Spy Taxi.
I don't trust this.
A full moon glowed over Glastonbury Tor
Help the range
as Jack
right
and Annie
now,
followed
okay?
Teddy between the hedges. Moon shadows stretched along the ground. Teddy rounded a tall bush at the edge of the abbey
Are
ground.
you sure?
There she is, he said. He pointed to a small plane sitting in an open field.
They are all in the same timer. They
Is
all
that
take
real?
just as long.
He thought the tiny plane looked like a cartoon. A single propeller was attached to its rounded nose, and it had...
What is that one? What is that one?
Yes, we call it a spy taxi, said
Moaning
Teddy.
plankton.
It was made especially for secret operations. It can fly low under enemy radar and land in tight places. How many people does it carry?
An
asked
angle
Jack.
grinder.
It's designed to carry only a pilot and one passenger, said Teddy. But it also has room for supply canisters, which I'm not carrying. So one of you can take that space.
I feel like I'm playing whack-a-mole.
What about when we add Kathleen?
Are you
said
sure?
Annie. Do
Yeah.
not worry, said Teddy. I think we can all squeeze together. And if that does not work, perhaps with the magic you bring her, Kathleen can make everyone fit. Good, said Jack. He was eager to get the wand of Dianthus from Teddy. And another question, where will you pick us up? In the same place I drop you off, said Teddy.
Oh.
I've been to that drop zone before.
Okay.
It's a lonely field.
All right, which one's that? Which one's that?
Enemy observation.
Okay,
We'll have to get back
I look at
there
this.
wherever
Good,
we
good.
find Kathleen.
Okay, I can get rid of that.
Got it, said Annie. But an equally important question is when I will pick you up, said Teddy. And that is a question.
Oh,
you
some of
will
these
have to
weren't
answer.
playing.
How do we answer it? asked
Most of these
Annie.
weren't playing yet.
When you know it is time to leave, you must send me a secret message, said Teddy. By pigeon? asked Annie. No, a carrier pigeon might be difficult for you to find.
We're
It'd be
dropping
easier to send a
Gen
message
Alpha.
over wireless
All in
radio,
on
said
17
Teddy.
black.
What should our message say? asked Annie. In your message, say, and then smiled. Say, the unicorn is free, and wait, said Jack. He wrote in his notebook. The unicorn
There were
is
4
free.
Peters in there.
And then add the date and time, said Teddy.
All right, you're
Send
right. This
that
was
message
that was
over
overwhelming. That was overwhelming.
wireless radio,
I need to calm
And
down.
I'll pick you up at that time in the field where I drop you tonight. How do we find a wireless radio? asked Jack. As you go about your mission, be on the lookout for members of the French resistance, said Teddy. Any one of them will help you find a wireless. What's a French resistance? asked Annie.
I gotta pee. I'll be
Throughout
back.
France, there are French citizens who are secretly fighting back against the Nazis who have occupied their country, Teddy explained. They're called resistance fighters.
Just give me a moment,
They
I
live
gotta
very
pee.
dangerous lives. If a member of the resistance is caught by the Nazis, he or she will be imprisoned or killed. That's terrible, said Annie. So how do we find someone in the French resistance? There are many ways, said Teddy. The simplest way, though, is to make the V is for victory sign. He held up 2 fingers in the shape of a V. It's a secret way for one resistance fighter to recognize another. You can make the sign with your fingers, draw it on a piece of paper, scratch it into the dirt, or signal any way you can. Jack and Annie both held fingers up in the V is for victory sign. Good, but be very careful, said Teddy. If you give the sign to the wrong person, you could end up in the hands of the enemy. Teddy reached into his large duffel bag and took out some clothes. These are your disguises, he said. He handed Jack and Annie each a pair of corduroy overalls and a long-sleeve shirt. They pulled them on over their shorts and t-shirts. And these, said Teddy. He handed them each a pair of boots. They took off their sneakers and pulled on their boots. And a field pack instead of your backpack, said Teddy. He gave Jack an old-fashioned looking pack with buckles. You'll have to wear it on your chest. Your parachute will be on your back. Jack moved his notebook, pen, and pencil from his backpack into the field pack. He left his backpack beside his sneakers. And now, your flying gear, said Teddy. He took out 2 leather helmets and 2 pairs of goggles. Jack and Annie each pulled on a tight-fitting leather helmet. Then Jack positioned his goggles over his glasses. And a torchlight, said Teddy. He handed a large, heavy flashlight to Jack. Jack put the flashlight into the field pack. And now, Teddy climbed up a short step ladder to the door of the plane and pulled out 2 bulky contraptions. They looked like long canvas backpacks, attached to a complicated web of straps and buckles. Your parachute harnesses, he said, descending the step ladder. Come on, I'll strap you in. One at a time, Teddy buckled Jack and Annie into their parachutes. Then he attached the field pack to the front of Jack's harness. So, how does all this work, said Jack. He was fighting to stay calm. Teddy pointed to a large metal ring on the strap across Jack's chest. This is your ripcord handle. When you pull it, it will release your parachute. Okay, but when do we pull it? asked Jack. After you step off the plane, you'll plunge through the open air, said Teddy. Count to 5, then pull hard on the handle. Easy? Easy? Jack felt a little sick already. Remember, jump quickly, one after the other, Teddy said. If you do not, you'll land too far apart and lose each other completely. Got it, said Annie. And finally, said Teddy, he handed them each a printed card with a small photograph. Identity cards. You now have French names, Jean and Amy. Where did you get our photos? asked Jack. A tap of the wand helped with that, said Teddy. Cool, said Jack. He was relieved when he remembered they would have the wand of the Anthus. He thought their mission would be impossible without magic. Climb aboard, said Teddy. He scrambled up the stepladder. Annie bounded after him. Jack didn't know how she did it. The parachute equipment felt very heavy and clumsy to him. He climbed awkwardly into the plane after Teddy and Annie. Teddy was already sitting in the pilot seat, in front of a control panel. Position yourselves behind me, he said. Jack and Annie crouched in the narrow space behind the pilot seat, squashed by their parachute gear. Remember, when you jump, face the earth, said Teddy. Arch your back, spread your arms out, and count to 5. Then pull the ripcord handle. As you float down, keep your elbows close in, then roll onto your left side. Wait, said Jack. Can you go over all that again? Easy, said Teddy. 8 simple steps. Hold on, I'll write them down, said Jack. He pulled out his notebook and pencil from the field pack. As Teddy gave the directions again, Jack wrote. 1. Legs together. 2. Face earth. 3. Arch back. 4. Spread arms. 5. Count to 5. 6. Pull ripcord. 7. Elbows in. 8. Roll to the left. Annie and Jack stared at the notebook, whispering the steps to themselves. Got it, said Annie. After you land, said Teddy, roll up your chutes and hide them. Hide your helmets and goggles too, and destroy your notes. Got it, said Annie. All right, said Teddy. Gas, oil. Jack peered around Teddy at the instrument panel. There were at least a dozen round gauges. Some monitored oil pressure, fuel pressure, and temperature. There were also compasses, brake controls, knobs, buttons, switches, and levers. Oh man, thought Jack. You must have had a lot of training, he said to Teddy. Indeed, a full week, said Teddy. A week? That's all, said Jack. Yes, it was very intense, said Teddy, as he started flipping switches. They said I was a natural. Green lights lit up the panel. Needles swung right and left. Air intake control, Teddy announced. He turned a knob. It is much easier than learning magic. Jack felt a wave of panic. Teddy, slow down, he said. Engine starter button, Teddy shouted, pushing a button. Teddy, are you sure you know how to do this? Jack said. But his voice was drowned out by the sound of the engine as the propeller started to spin. The big wheels began rolling. The plane shook as it bumped over the grass. Then, rocking from side to side, the spy taxi lifted into the air. As the tiny cramped plane climbed higher into the moonlit night, Teddy pushed more buttons and pulled more levers and shouted out more information. His heart racing, Jack tried to focus on the 8 steps. He whispered. Legs together, face earth, arch back, spread arms, count to 5, pull ripcord, elbows in, roll to the left. What does that mean? Jack shook Annie's arm. What does number 8 mean? He shouted. What? She yelled back. Number 8, shouted Jack, jabbing his finger at the list. Do you roll in the air or roll on the ground? I think on the ground, Annie answered. Jack nodded. That makes sense. As the plane rumbled through the night, Jack whispered the instructions to himself again and again. We're crossing the English Channel, Teddy called. Normandy soon, and your dropping point. Get ready. Jack crammed his notebook and pencil back into his field pack. His fingers were trembling so much he had trouble buckling it. We are over France now, shouted Teddy. Oh no, murmured Jack. We're coming to the drop zone, cried Teddy. Get ready to jump. Jack froze with fear. Open the door, yelled Teddy. Jack couldn't move. Annie pulled up the latch, slid open the door, and crouched at the edge of the plane. With the door open, the roar of the engine and propellers was deafening. Jack looked down at the endless dark. No way I can jump, he thought. Not without magic help. Jack bolted upright. Oh no, we forgot to get the wand. Teddy, we need, Jack shouted. Teddy couldn't hear him. Jump, he yelled. Wait, magic for Kathleen, cried Jack. It was too late. Annie leaned out of the plane. She fell forward, arching her back and spreading out her arms. Teddy, the magic, cried Jack. Jump, Jack, Teddy yelled. Jack had no choice. He had to jump now, or he'd land far away from Annie, and they'd never find each other. Jack closed his eyes and hurled himself out of the plane, down into the moonlit, windless night. Chapter 4. Behind Enemy Lines. Falling through the air, Jack forgot everything he had written down. He forgot. Legs together, face earth, arch back, spread arms, count to 5. But miraculously, he remembered pull ripcord. Jack fumbled for the cord on his chest strap. He grabbed the metal ring and pulled hard. The parachute popped out from Jack's harness. As the chute's white canopy opened above Jack, it yanked him backward. The billowing silk slowed his downward plunge. Jack clutched his field pack as he drifted through the night air. The drone of the spy taxi engine faded into the distance. Teddy was gone. Not far away, Jack could see Annie in the moonlight floating to earth, too. Hi, she yelled to Jack. Jack was too amazed to answer. He was filled with a strange happiness as they both drifted in a dreamlike fall toward the field below. Suddenly, the earth rose up to meet him. Jack hit the ground with a thud, and remembering the 8th step, rolled onto his left side. He lay in the cold, damp grass, trying to catch his breath. We're in France! We did it! Annie called from nearby. She threw off her parachute harness and ran to Jack. We did it, he repeated, sitting up. His parachute lay spread on the ground behind him. We did it! Wasn't that fun? Said Annie. Yeah, it was, said Jack in a daze. Jack wiggled out of his harness. Floating through the night sky actually had been fun, although he had no idea how he had done what he had just done. I have some bad news, though. What? Asked Annie. Teddy forgot to give us the magic wand for Kathleen, said Jack. Oh no, moaned Annie. Oh no is right, said Jack. I guess it means we'll have to help Kathleen without magic, said Annie. But that's okay, we have lots of skills. Like what? Jack asked. Well, like, just lots of skills, said Annie.
What's going on in here? Magic Treehouse Super Edition World at War 1940. What the fuck? No, we're not gonna do a World War II Jack and Annie. What? God, I'm not letting that guy do the stream again. Okay, well, I'm gonna quit Riven because I can't. I made a lot of progress today, and I'm very proud of it. And we are gonna keep going, but I am. What is my stream titled now? Pirate Radio. Gen Alpha Night. Anyway, I'm gonna pause Riven for a little bit. It's okay. It's officially Noda's birthday on my end of the world now. So happy birthday again, Noda, to you. As well as I mean, fucking, I don't know. What else is there? You guys want to talk? You want to talk? You guys want to chat? "28 years old, or 29 years old, 28 years old, 29 years old, 29 years old, Noda. 30 in just 1 year. And you don't look a day over 26. Maybe you do. I actually haven't seen you in a while. Haven't seen you in a very long time. Well, what's been going on lately? I have been feeling pretty. This is a good time to talk about this. I've been feeling pretty. The last couple days I felt like really burnt out for some reason. Like I just didn't want to do anything at all. And I didn't do anything at all. Okay. Here's a fun story. Here's a fun thing that happened to me. Is that we had a party for Mia's birthday and graduation. And we had that party 4 days ago on Saturday. And I cleaned the house and, bought food, and we got ready for the party. And then we were like, let's go to the liquor store just because we want to get some extra, fun stuff. And I wasn't even really intending on drinking. I was like, I think I'm just going to smoke tonight, you know, and just not be a drinker. But I was like, you know what? I'd like to drink a little bit, I guess, once we got to the liquor store. And at first I was like, oh, there's a bottle of mead here. I've never had mead. I'd like to try mead. So I went ahead and got the bottle of mead. And then I also was like, oh, you know what? I really enjoy this peanut butter whiskey. And right now there's a sale where you can get a bottle that's just like a little bit larger than a beer bottle of this peanut butter whiskey. So I don't know how many ounces are in a beer bottle, but a large amount of whiskey. Probably about like 12 shots of whiskey would be my guess. 10, maybe. And I was like, I'm just gonna have this little bottle, and I'm just gonna carry it around with me, and just anytime I feel like I want to get a little buzz, I'll just have a little sip. So I finished that bottle within an hour. And that was not a good decision for me. I remember finishing the bottle. I do remember puking on the floor of my closet. I remember showering in front of Mia's two cousins who were there and taking care of me. Shout out Noah and Chandler. Thank you guys. I didn't get naked in front of them, but I was throwing up and they were like, you need to come to the bathroom to figure this out. And I was like, all right. That's not what I said. I actually was begging them not to make me move because I kept throwing up every time I started to get up and going, no, I don't want to get up. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get up. Right. And I went and I got in the shower. That went great. Had a great conversation with them. I did have a slight emotional breakdown in my room with a lot of people around me. No, Riven is not done, but we made a lot of progress. I did just sometimes. Okay, here's what happens. Sometimes if you are a drinker, if you've drinking before, I like this to be over here. If you guys have drinking before, you know that sometimes if you get drunk enough, or if you drink, sometimes there's like an emotional dam that you have that's kind of it opens up, and that happens to me sometimes when I drink, especially if I drink too much. Found out what too much is. So I got real sad about things that have happened in my life. And I did it really loud. And it scared a lot of people off. Like several people went home after that. But I was like, whatever. Who cares? And then I went to go puke in my closet. I remember that. Anyway, so for the past like 3 days, I felt like shit. I think it's probably because I drank a full bottle of Screwball peanut butter whiskey by myself. And now I'm just, that's true, I wrote that sad song. And now I'm on the up and up. I'm on the recovery. Actually, today was the first day that I felt okay. Yesterday I did nothing at all. I know that I have a lot of days off from work. But I'm usually doing things in those days off. But yesterday I didn't do shit, man. I didn't do anything yesterday. I just sat. Pretty much sat all day long. And I didn't even play video games that I wanted to play. I mostly went on my phone and scrolled. And I was like, man, I guess I got broken. I guess something happened to me. But then today I woke up and took my regular meds. Wasn't taking my meds also. And I feel great. That being said, I have been pretty burnt out lately, and I think that's a mixture of things. I think I have a zit on my arm. So that's the first thing. The first reason that I've been burnt out is honestly, guys, here I sit before you on the stream, right? This is where I've been in this little window over here that I'm looking at, in this little chair with this light and this camera on my face and this microphone in front of me. talking to you guys, looking at this chat room. This is where I've been on the internet for 6 years now, coming on 7 years. That's where I'm pretty comfortable. How many viewers do I have right now? Like 11? Maybe on a good day. It's probably closer to 8 or 7. 11's optimistic, honestly. Let's especially with that bit I was just doing. 13. Wow. Okay. People like the Gen Alpha bit. Anyway, that's where I'm pretty comfortable. Like, I get nervous at 18 viewers. I've seen 18. Okay, that I get nervous at 18. I get like, whoa, shit. There's a lot of people here. I remember, like, freaking out because I had 19 viewers in here one time when I was playing The Sims 4 a few years ago, and getting so nervous that I went on BRB till some of them left. Because I was like, I can't stream in front of this many people. So, that being said, all cards laid out on the table, I was not expecting... I posted some videos to TikTok of just some music that I was writing, because I figured I want to start posting that somewhere, because I write it and I don't do anything with it. So I said, I'll go ahead and post it. That is now technically the thing that I am best known for on the internet, which is very upsetting to me. I now have more followers on my TikTok than I have on any other account, and I made that account a week ago. The success was almost immediate. And that's not to say that I'm ungrateful or that I'm unhappy, but it is not my usual life. I usually come on here and get hype if I get one new follower. My phone is just constantly yelling things at me now. And it kind of made me feel like I was living... At first, I was like, I feel like I'm living a week out of somebody else's life, especially with the whole radio thing that happened. I was like, this is odd. This is not my life. This is not my normal thing. There's usually a build-up to this. There was no build-up. This just happened. Turn off your TikTok. It is. My notifications are off. I just check the app every now and again. And I think, honestly, that scares the shit out of me. That makes me uncomfortable. So that's kind of where I've been at with that. And then we had the party, and then I got way too drunk, and then I was hungover, and... but, like, even the song that I posted today, I knew it would not do better, or not do very well, compared to the other ones, obviously, because this was not a political song. This is just a song I wrote about my own personal feelings about something, one way or another. Are you genuinely Gunther Wolfgang? What? Yeah, yes. Oh my god, this guy that looks exactly like... This guy looks exactly like that streamer I watched and has the same name. No way. Do the big things for growth, happiness. Do Twitch for the fun and cool people. True. But it stresses me the fuck out. And I've just felt super tired and like I need to mellow out. And I want to, you know, I'm going to keep doing things on there or whatever. And again, I'm not like, oh, I wish this never happened to me. It's awesome. This is what everybody wants, right? Everybody wants quick success. But having been on the slow grind as I have been for 6 years on this website, and very little has happened. The changes have come in extreme small increments. Very, very little, you know? And this is just not something that I'm used to or comfortable with. But I'm happy. I'm very happy. It's a definite adjustment period. So that's kind of where I'm at lately. Where I don't know. I feel like I don't know. And you know what? I probably just need to adjust to it. But it's a big change. And change is scary. It doesn't matter if it's a good change or a bad change. In this case, I'd say it's a good change. I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm not going to complain. Guys, the TikTok algorithm's showing my video to too many people. I got a bunch of nice comments, guys. I'm thrilled about that. I'm so fucking lucky. That's incredible. This is all I ever wanted. But I didn't know it would be that fast. And obviously there's, you know, there's places to go that are up. I don't even have 1,000 followers on there yet. But I do have more than I have on Twitch. I think that's the thing that really upsets me. Is I tell people that I've been a Twitch streamer for 6 years. And I've been a musical TikToker for a week and a half, for 2 weeks. And now that has more followers. And that kind of makes me a little mad. I'm a little mad. Because I put a lot more time into this than I did into that. I wrote those songs in like a day. This, do you know how many hours, how many accumulated hours I have streaming on here? I just think the division of labor is unfair. TikTok followers mean significantly less. That's true. That's true. Followers don't mean as much as like people like reposting or fucking whatever. I've been grinding Lego City Speedrunners in Michigan.com for 10 years, and I made a TikTok account. I've tripled the viewers in a week. Okay, this is Twitch.tv. This is the main streaming app. Maybe you're a TikTok fan, but yeah, should I just start posting on my stories? Guys, come ahead, check out my... It's nothing like what you guys followed for. That's the other thing. I talked about this on my last stream. And I will stop talking about this. I don't like that I'm now more well known for being a serious and earnest person than I am for being the fucking let me play 40 videos at once and then fart into the mic. Like, that's who I am. That's who I really am. But you know, maybe I'll post on my story sometime and be like, hey guys, I'm streaming on Twitch. I don't really do much on there. I don't do anything about music, but here I am. And then we'll get some people and be like, I love your song, and I'm just I really will let loose into the fucking mic. I've done it several times. There have been several times that I'm like, I have to fart so bad. Look at Donald Glover / Childish Gambino. That's true, he contains multitudes, doesn't he? So I'll just be serious as... But... How do I transfer it? That's the question. How do I get people who are listening to my song to come and watch me play a video game? Or, how do I get those people to play the video game that I am making? Ugh, anyway. Hashtag, it's just the more of the fucking same hashtag suffering from success type bullshit. But that's what I've been thinking about lately. I don't know why I keep putting this one way or another. Linktree. I tried to get a Linktree up. I couldn't figure out how to, let's make one now. I'm just gonna make a Linktree. I tried to make one and I was like, I don't know how this app works, and so I stopped making one. Linktree, 7 days free. Can I just do a sign up free? Can I just do a regular fucking... I'm just gonna continue with Google. Okay, we're just gonna make a Linktree, guys. Yeah, this is what bothered me, is I was just trying to get... I listed one thing that was my... That I was like, oh, I'll put the Spotify link in here. And then they immediately were like, well, don't worry, we made the whole thing about your Spotify. And I was like, oh, don't do that. Why would you do that? Don't do that. They went, no, it's good, man, we did it. Don't worry, man, it's good. Also, my Spotify profile picture, don't know how to change it. It's this. It's this thing. It's a picture of me asleep with edited sunglasses on my head. My first stream on Twitch had 30 viewers. That's big. My first stream on Twitch had 7 viewers for a brief moment. I was crazy excited. How do I... Okay, add more stuff. Well, they know what my... I guess I'll put my Instagram on here. Replicate my links. Can you just add a simple link? Jesus. Can I just get simple fucking links? Can I just get my sneaky link? Oh, that's my sneaky link. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just your sneaky link. Sneaky link. Don't mind me. Sneaky link. He must have bought the stealth suit in Gerudo. I mean, in fucking forget it. Fuck it. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting rid of the Spotify one. You guys fucked it up. You guys don't archive it. Get rid of it. Just I want to add in. Okay. I'm gonna add in the Spotify link. This is so frustrating. It's just Spotify. Can I just put Spotify? Every time I put in the Spotify link, guys. Every time I put in the Spotify link, they say, don't worry, we put 4 links up that all say different things, that all do the same thing. Hero time going through the Castle Gardens, there you go. My sneaky link. If I just started on Twitch and didn't tell anyone, I would have gotten no one. One was a bot and the other one was my mom. That's a good audience. Moms and robots. Spotify. I need to get my crap on here. By the way, Spotify doesn't pay you shit. I don't know if you guys know this. I have like 20 streams on Apple Music from when my last song was uploaded, and Apple Music was like 20 streams. That's pretty good. Here's 11 cents. Half a cent per stream? That's crazy. That's absurd. I have 150 streams on Spotify. They haven't given me a goddamn cent yet. Not a penny. Not one. What are we doing? What are we doing? Repeatedly saying sneaky link. Updates at the top of the hour. Gotta look up my own fucking account so I can copy the... Can we make the profile picture a different picture? Okay, well I guess it is a different picture. Okay, and then I wanna how do I copy a link? How do I copy my sneaky link to this? My sneaky link! Okay, great. Spotify, Instagram. What else do I add on here? Half cent per stream is actually a crazy ratio. Remember, you're taxed on that. Your link is too sneaky. You can't find it. My sneaky leak. I keep having to strain to fart, and it hurts my neck. Ow! I must have pulled it or something. I need someone to hit me in the head. Okay, so that's. Where's my Twitch link? Social media. Where's Twitch? Where's Twitch? Twitch isn't even on here. Okay, Apple Music. Go ahead and add that one. Yeah, I'm in there too. Should I actually put the Apple Music instead of the Spotify? Because fucking Apple Music pays way better. What's up, rat? Why did I open? Hold on. I gotta be careful. Oh. What? This link just opens Discord. Now Discord is open. But in a tab. Nice. Why does that happen? Is there an image? What? There's nothing here. Alright, cool. Oh, so that's what Discord is. I was wondering. Oh, here we go. I saw your reflection in your eyes. So-called free thinkers when there's beans on the roof. I already know what it's gonna be. I saw the pickles on the roof video. I already know what this one's gonna be. All right, now I gotta go get me. I'm making a link tree, Ren, so that I can freaking. Hey, I actually show up on here now. That's nice. So I can put it in my bios. Copy sneaky link. Copy link. Hey there, copy that link. It's a sneaky one. It's a sneaky link. I'm sorry. I don't know why I like doing that. I really hate that voice. Yeah, I do too. Video. Why do they not have my Twitch? Why? Okay, I have to make my own Twitch link. Make money. Discord? Yeah, go ahead and join my Discord server. Should I... Should I put the Discord server in the link tree? We just get a flood of fucking randos in here. It's like constantly the people coming in like, oh, hey, big fan of the music. And they just get bombarded with like that face. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing that. Discord. Dude, do they not have sponsored links? No, I don't want any of this shit. Where's Twitch? Twitch. There you go. Twitch.tv. Twitch. Now this is a pretty simple case. This is pretty straightforward. You go to my channel, click it, click mute, don't listen to your channel. Twitch.tv/GreatBird. People can see a little bit of the fun side. Yes, they can. A little bit of fun side. A little bit of the fun side. Before I hopped on here, I kept saying Sasalele. What is Sasalele? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Tell you what, though, it's a sneaky link. Ooh, man. Gotta get rid of my sneaky link. It's like it's a fucking... It's like I feel like I'm the Pokedex naming a Pokemon. Sneaky Link. The Charmander Pokemon. r/goon caves with that voice. r/male living spaces. Oh, let's check out the voices. Fuck. Alright, whatever. Am I on anything else? I'm on Spotify. So I probably YouTube. Probably get my YouTube up there. YouTube. Go on YouTube. My personal Facebook account, that's good. View my channel on YouTube. Yeah, get that link. Then while I'm getting this link, I might as well grab my sneaky link. And then we can put that in there. And okay, yeah. Okay, can I move these around here? Link to stop it. Immediate rage from hearing it. It's almost immediate. Okay. I'm gonna put my Twitch above my YouTube. No, hold on. Help me order this. Guys, help me order this. Okay. This is my link tree here. Can we not do this shit? Remove icon. Remove it. Get rid of it. I want to add... Can we get rid of this profile picture too? Thank you. Select an image. Okay. Signing up for OnlyFans. Well, no, I'm already signed up for OnlyFans. I'm trying to get it advertised. That's a lie. Sometimes I try to say something. Keep the Breaking Bad PFP. I don't have a Breaking Bad PFP. This is just me. Sometimes I try to say, I'll say a bit and see how long I can be quiet after saying the bit and not saying I'm kidding. Oh, good. I have this picture. It's me playing the guitar to my girlfriend's kitty cat. It's an important picture. Probably just leave it as is. Upload. I have a person that keeps signing me up for therapy sessions and now a traveling nurse at 2 in the morning. I don't know why you messaged me that. I just woke up. Okay, well, hold on. You're getting signed up for therapy? And now a traveling nurse. Well, that's good. They're trying to help you. It's just trying to get you some help. Okay, all right. You put the thing you want most on top. What? This is an Apple layout. Can I do music link? Can I do my fucking... Can I do my music link, please? What kind of link is this? Classic. Featured? No. Can we just do a regular link? Why does it have to be some sort of special link? Music link. Just go directly to URL. Yeah, just get rid of that shit. Alright. Jesus. God, I don't know why they're trying to introduce me to this fucking sneaky link. It's just like, get out of here, you know? Open Instagram profile. Sure. Okay, so what do we got? We want Apple Music. We want... sure, Spotify. And then Twitch. And then YouTube. And then Instagram. Or maybe Instagram... Because it's like that's where I like post my stuff. For like the music stuff. Yeah, that feels good to me. Link your Twitter? I don't have a Twitter. I haven't had a Twitter in like 6 years. That's not true. It's like 4 years probably. Newgrounds music account. Okay, so this is done. And now how do I like... The links are complete. Why do they have a butthole right here? I just clicked it. Didn't do anything. My link tree. How do I link to my link tree? Link shortener. How do I just link to the link tree? How do I do this? How do you do this? How do I get my link tree link? Finish setup? Add your socials. They're here. Hold on, I gotta put it on full screen cam just in case it shows my fucking penis or something. Add a social icon. Apple Music. Enter Apple Music URL. URL, you are loser, is what that stands for. Jerk. There you go. Add. Finish setup. Customize your design. Is this going to cost me money? Please don't show my foot on stream. That was a special introduction between us, the boys. Alright, I won't. I won't. Make a LinkedIn account with Twitch as your business. My layout can either be classic or hero. Oh, sorry. Hero costs money, so I'd have to go with classic. Yep. Title, that's me. Title, should my title be Gunther Wolfgang? Probably not. It should just be like... Here's my stuff. All my crap. Yeah, probably all my crap. And then that looks great. Alright, now share my link tree. Add link to Instagram bio. Scan with your phone. I guess. Where's my phone? I'm so sick of this world, man. Well, everything's a QR code nowadays. You go to a restaurant, they don't even show you what you're actually gonna be eating anymore. They just show you the QR code and say, "Here you go, dude." They don't have any, you haven't even freaking food anymore, dude. They literally just show you a QR code and say, "Yeah, you're gonna eat the QR code." Seriously. Kill somebody. Yeah, I wanna kill somebody. I wanna do a hit with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody, or with somebody to love. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody, or wanna sneaky link with somebody. Yeah,
with somebody with some sneaky link. Sneak. Okay, and that didn't work. How do I make it? How do I make the link work? How do I put a link in here? Why do they keep asking me to make an AI version of myself? Stop! Add a fundraiser. No, don't copy that link. I have a previous link that... Go to the... Now the Linktree link is gone. God. It's so hard to find. It's like it's sneaking around or something like that. Open in Chrome. I'm so sick of it. I'm fed up with this world. How do you put a link in a TikTok bio? This stream is now copyright. No. Because I'm actually I own that version of the song. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. Ooh. I wanna dance with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody to love. Okay, you can add links here. This is a simple paste, a link. Linktree. Great. Okay, so we've got a Linktree link. Now, how do I add that to TikTok? Because TikTok is where someone's correcting themselves on another comment they had. Put that version of your song on your LinkedIn. It's way too pitch perfect for bots. Yeah. Okay, they're telling me to add a college or a fundraiser. How do I make it about me? How do I make this about me? Dude, I just farted when I said that. What? Create AIs. Don't put... How do I add a link on here, man? Change display order. I want to add a link. I just want to add a simple link. Do I put it instead of... Do I put it like here and then paste and it's a link? Can you click on the link? You can't. Why can't you click on the link? Why can't you click on the link? What's the point? What's the point? Look, it's a link. Look, I put the link there. It doesn't do anything. Doesn't do shit. Linktree. And you click it and guess what it does? Hey, edit your profile. Where's Linktree? I don't know why I clicked that. I think it was a real image. I'm not doing AI me. AI shall not harm me. Okay. Link. How to add Linktree. How to add link to TikTok bio. To add a clickable link, you need a business account or at least 1,000 followers. Oh, hey. Oh, hey, Mr. Netanyahu. How are you doing today? Oh, hey, what's up? How's it going, Mr. Netanyahu? How are you? Oh, what was that? Oh, oh, yeah, how about that? Okay. Oh, is that hurting? Is that hurting what I just did to you? Oh, I'm just kidding. All right. Oh, you didn't expect a left hook, did you? Did you, Ben? Oh. Oh, your eyes hurt? All right. Anyway, I guess I can't do it right now. But eventually I will. I guess I just have to keep... Someone commented, banged.
on my Instagram account, on my TikTok account. So I don't know. I didn't know that. I didn't know that that happened. So that's upsetting. Generally, I would like to know these things about the banged. Anyway, it's about 1 a.m. The link tree's up on the Instagram only. I can't get anybody over here until I have 1,000 followers. No way! Our new followers are rolling in right now! No way! Sneaky link! Sorry, Noda, you can't get mad at me. That one was, he's about to get mad. He's about to get mad. Yeah, here it is. Wow! He said, wow, 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 wow! I am from Linktree. Wow, welcome in from Linktree. You're just like a Linktree user, huh? You didn't find me from something else. You just are a Linktree user. That's pretty sick. It's pretty sick and twisted. Alright, I gotta go to bed. Sorry, Noda. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's your birthday. I should tell you sorry. Right? I should tell you sorry. I should say, I'm sorry I did that, Noda. Noda, I'm sorry. Noda, I'm sorry. I'm shouting at you. Sorry, I'm yelling Sneaky Link. Give Noda a copy of Rad Doodle Adventure. I'd love to. Why does a straw sound like that? You hear that one? I tried to... What is that? What is that? What's going on? What would you do for the rest of the stream? I just fucking... Like the next 4 hours... I turn around from the, I do this. I want you to imagine this is the next 4 hours of the stream. I just go. Sneaky Link! Oh. Guys, time is moving way too fast because I just realized this game came out 10 years ago. Almost. This game came out nearly 10 years ago. That's messed up. Nice white image with sounds. want to see it better. Shit, I'm gonna die. There we go. I think it's a little cooler over here. So this will be better for us. I think this lady wants to talk to us, maybe. There's, yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm done doing this bit. Man. I can't believe that game's 10 years old! Why are you naked? Because it's hot. It's warm. Now this really is Dark Side Phil. I desperately want so badly to be, hold on, let me see what this looks like. I want to be a game reviewer like that, man. You can't even see. It's pure white screen. It's Breath of the Wild. It's Breath of the Wild. I thought you guys could see it. Just pure white screen. Alright. Have a good night. I will be exploiting this clip. Oh no! Oh no, you can put anything on there! Alright, have a good night, you guys. Thank you for coming. I will see you next time. I don't know when that'll be. It might be it might be Thursday. We'll see. There may be some changes that happen in the near future with streaming. Not goodbyes, just changes. Anyway. Just because things are a-changing in my world. In more ways than one. In ways that I will not get into right now, but there are some very good changes that are occurring in my life as well right now. That I look forward to very much. But it may change how streaming goes. Happy birthday, Noda. Everybody have a good night. Check this out. Do you believe me that that was a real one? Do you believe me that that was a real fart? Do you believe me that that's a real fart? Did the streamer just fart live? I don't know. Do you believe that that was a real fart or a noise I just made with my mouth? It's kind of in the mind of the beholder. It's in the eye of the beholder, in the ear rather. Did I fart just now or not? Anyway, thank you, Maddie, Frusby, and Wyatt for the resubs, as well as the gifted sub from Crab Meat to Wyatt. Thank you very much. And Noda, thanks for modding. Happy birthday, Noda. Happy birthday yesterday, Riri. I hope everybody had a wonderful time. We made big progress in Riven today. I don't know. That's all I have to say. Godspeed. Everyone have a good night. Thanks for coming. See you guys. Bye. 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 Sneaky.
drop your sneaky link. Your